we recording already?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cut all that out. I don't want that in the podcast. Just in case my mom ever hears this.
Uh-oh. Well, that's what we're starting with.
No, we're not.
Okay. Well, I'm Addy.
I'm Addy,
I'm Addy.
It doesn't work if you all say my name.
but it's my name too.
It's not your name. That's Coop. The other one that's not talking is Thad.
What do you mean that? Who do they know? No one's going to know who you're
When do you
pointing
get
at.
to make these decisions?
I'm Thad.
Yeah,
And I'm Coop,
exactly.
So what's the
aka
issue?
the artist formerly known as Addy. All right, moving
Sure.
on.
Oh, video games.
Well, we're all back. We're all back
I
from
know. Yeah.
the Christmas travels.
And games are dead now.
Games are dead.
They've all come out. They're done.
Yes.
What have you guys played?
I played Final Fantasy.
The new
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, the new one.
15?
Final Fantasy 15. It's as old as I am.
Do you want to talk about it a little bit? Because we had talked about it
yeah.
before it came out.
We made some speculations. It's cleared up for us.
I was
It's-
very excited about it, and
and
then
then you
I
weren't.
heard news about it, and then I was like, no.
Once you saw
So,
it,
but you've
yeah.
actually played it, so.
Yeah. Well, the combat system is just like hold down a button. Like you hold down an attack button and your guy just keeps attacking. You hold down a block button, he just keeps dodging. But it feels better than that. It doesn't feel quite like how it sounds.
Yeah.
And it's been a little tough. I've died a couple times.
Have you found the turtle that you have to take? Or is it not a turtle?
I haven't found the 3-day turtle boss
Yeah,
thing
3
yet.
days in real
It's
life.
supposed to take
It
72 real
sounds
hours.
like a game on baby mode.
That's what I said. That's why I didn't want to play it.
Well, I don't know why you're down on this, Coop, because this is like the Final Fantasy you want, right? Like because it's not turn-based.
yeah,
It's
but
active
you,
combat.
You just,
but you don't go from
No.
turn-based to terrible baby mode.
it sounds like they just removed all combat altogether.
No, like
They
it's
removed
just,
all skill,
Right.
which, as
It's
if we
like-
recall from 2 episodes ago, is one of the key ingredients to.
It sounds like you
a
just
video
walk
game.
forward and hold the attack button.
no. You've got to like position yourself in advantageous places, and you're normally getting swarmed, so you're having to alternate between your blocking and dodging, and attacking and telling your other dudes to do stuff for you and stuff like that. Like I said, at first it was really easy going through like the tutorial missions. I was like, okay, this is not going to be all that fun. But then I got to my first boss fight and I got fucked pretty bad.
What's the
And
first boss?
It's this big like mech thing, shooting lasers. They got a bunch of snipers that are coming down, and I don't really know how to dodge the sniper bullets because they don't give you a tell that I can see yet. Like you really have
You
to.
probably just have to have skill.
Just go kill the snipers.
Well, there you go. A game with skill.
Hardly.
Yeah. I mean, you can hold down block the entire time, but it uses up your mana, so you can't do it forever. And there are unblockable moves too you got to watch out for. So, I don't know. It felt better than I had heard. I'm digging the 4 brothers. They're not really brothers.
I heard
but
that's like the huge redeeming part of the game is
They're hanging
the
out.
story between them.
It's amazing how many voice lines they recorded. I haven't heard them say like the same thing twice. It's crazy. And like every mission and every little like place you go to, they've got little quips and things back and forth like about the location or like I don't know. It's really great how much they've done with those 4 characters.
Yeah, because I read a review of someone who had actually beaten the main story, which probably took them years and years.
Yeah.
But they beat it, and they said that they actually were like sad because I guess at the end, I know you noticed
Oh, no.
that they take pictures. You know,
Yeah,
like there's
yeah.
one of the dudes takes pictures like
Yeah.
in combat or just randomly. He just takes pictures like during
All
your
the
road
time,
trip, or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, and I guess at the end they'll be like, I don't know if it's a slideshow or something,
It
but they
probably
show
is.
like all the photos
Yeah.
that were taken, and the person said while they beat the game, they were like, oh, that was really fun, whatever. And then the slide, like they were seeing the photos, and they're like, oh man, this is like emotional
Yeah,
because it was
yeah.
like they actually really grew, even though they're fake like video
Yeah,
game
yeah.
characters,
They
they
grew
grew
to like
to
those
like
characters.
like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
characters so much that they were like, no, these are like my brothers. Like
Yeah.
we went on this road trip and we fought these things and we did all this.
Yeah, and I've actually liked some of the photos he's taken, even though like his character, the dude that takes photos, has like no HP and he carries a gun, so he's like a super long range, like don't get in combat character.
Yeah.
And then all I do is when the battle's over, I go look at my pictures. It's like, you motherfucker, you're just taking pictures while I'm
weren't
getting
even-
my ass
you
beat.
weren't even helping us. You were just
weren't
taking
even
pictures of
helping
us.
me. You were just taking
He's there
pictures.
for posterity.
It's actually not even a sniper rifle. It's just a camera.
Yeah, it's just a camera. Yeah, I have a
That looks
photo
like a gun.
of like 20 guys sitting around me, like just wailing on my ass, and he just took a photo of it. It's like, come on, dude,
Do it for the vine.
shoot somebody. Don't shoot me getting wailed on.
Yeah, but that's a cool feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
No.
actually. The combat system does sound interesting. If I knew I would actually finish the game, I'd probably try it out.
Yeah. Play through just start a new file.
It's too long.
No, you can do. It only took me like 5 hours to get to the tutorial.
See, when you
Fuck you.
because I remember you told me it was on sale, and you're like, and we were talking about it, and then you said, oh, I'm still doing the like intro tutorial missions,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that alone kind of turns me off of it. Like, I don't want a game that's like gonna take more than like 20 minutes to do a tutorial.
Well, it wasn't like it was constantly. I guess it kind of was, but it felt more open than that. Like you're driving around, getting used to the area, getting used to the car, getting used to the weapons.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things to introduce. You've got weapons that like drain your life while you're using them. Those are like your special weapons, and they've got to get used to like how to manage your bars and everything while that's going on. So there's a lot of like managing things in the middle of active combat. I think it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than it sounds, just like pressing and holding one button. You're pressing and holding one button, but you're like looking all over the screen. You're looking at bars. You're like trying to figure out the enemy's attack patterns because they don't have a lot of tells and stuff like that. It's good. I like it. I probably never beat it because it's like 200 hours, but
It's crazy. But worth grabbing.
yeah, if you see it on sale and you like Final Fantasy, pick it up.
Yeah.
You guys read any reviews for it? Like people upset about it not being turn based.
I didn't hear the things I read. No one was upset that it wasn't turn based. They were just like upset that it was baby mode.
But
But
I don't even
before
seem
it
like
came out,
baby
everyone
mode to
seemed
me.
really excited that it was a new combat system.
I was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was too.
I thought I might give it a shot.
It was like during the tutorial, it did kind of feel like baby mode, like during that first like 4 or 5 hours until I got closer to the boss.
That's crazy. 4 or 5 hours.
But 4 or 5 hours also, it's like you have to like actually drive between locations.
You're right.
So that it takes like 4 or 5 minutes to get to different locations, and while they're driving around, the characters are interacting and stuff. That's like a lot of time. Like every mission, you spend another 4 or 5 minutes driving around. Eats up a lot more time than it probably could have if you could fast travel. And once you go to places, you can start fast traveling.
right, like
but-
Skyrim or something.
yeah, yeah. It's
It took them a long time. When was the last, like, when was Final Fantasy 14? That was a while ago, right?
Oh, I don't even know which one was Final Fantasy 14.
It was the
was that
14th.
Lightning?
I don't know. I've never kept track of these games.
I haven't kept track either, but I just feel like wasn't that a long time
It's
ago?
been a little while, I think. Yeah, it's been a couple of years at least.
I feel like it's been more. That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
think those games take a long time to develop.
I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
You really
Not a single.
I think Kingdom Hearts counts.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does.
Kingdom Hearts definitely counts as a Final Fantasy game.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
It has tons of Final Fantasy characters.
What's
Yeah,
the-
it's literally called Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, what's the game called? Not Final
It's
Fantasy?
not Final Fantasy. Fucking dot Kingdom Hearts.
Well, it's not a. I mean, I guess it kind of is a Disney
Did
game.
I play Lion King the video game too? Then I don't think
a
it did.
little bit? Yeah,
No.
a little bit.
Nope.
That is definitely a Final
All
Fantasy.
right. Well,
game.
I've never played a Final Fantasy game proper.
Sure. You should play 3. 3 is a pretty good one to get into.
Just maybe someday.
It's
I bought 7 and I wanted to play through 7 just because it's like the most popular, and
Yeah.
I watched and liked Advent Children. So I've always wanted to go back, but then they're about to remake it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna wait for that remake and maybe play that."
yeah. I
It's it looks like it's gonna have the same combat mode that 15 does.
Oh, really? Well, that'll be
And it's
interesting.
coming out in 2 parts. That's
I like to being able to throw your sword and teleport to it. That's pretty cool. And I don't know if 7 will have that because it seems like unique to this character, but
that doesn't seem like something Cloud was able to do.
no. But he might have some sort of other dash mechanic.
Oh yeah, he definitely has a dash attack.
It'll like a disappear and reappear dash sort of thing.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, but
When it comes out.
I'm probably, if it comes out on PC, I'll definitely play it. If we're still living together when it comes out, I might play it on PS4. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got this for PS4 just because it was on sale. Otherwise, I
Right.
would have got it. It's not on PC, which I was disappointed in.
That's kind of the deciding factor for me. Is
Yeah.
It's just too easy to play games on PC.
Yeah, and I was hoping that I could just, really bump the graphics up or even mod it even more, make Final Fantasy look
Yeah.
really, really good because it's not.
It's kind of odd that everybody's like, I know so many people who don't want to play PC games because they think it's too hard.
It's really easy.
For me, it's the exact opposite. Turning on a console and waiting for shit to load and everything.
Oh yeah, it takes forever.
It's like immediate. It's
No,
like
it
putting in.
doesn't.
It does.
Well, no, because
No, it doesn't.
Compared to my computer, I sit down on my computer and I'm playing a game within 30 seconds. Any game.
Okay, if I left my PS4 running, then yeah. I
If
could
you
just,
left it running.
Yeah, I could just do the same thing. Sit down and have a game going.
Nah.
Yes, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Final Fantasy took me, like, just downloading it, it kind of did a weird thing where it told me it finished, which is, like, not something you see on PC. It was like, oh, yeah, this is done. And then I was like, oh, okay, so I'll start playing. And I booted it up, and it only let me do, like, a weird combat mode. And I was like, this is weird. Did it not finish, like, downloading or something? And I look up on the top right, and it says installing. And I'm like, that's weird. Why would it? And it had, like, 3 hours remaining. I was like, why would it take 3 hours to install? And also, it's on the hard drive, so what is it installing? Like, is it unpacking or whatever? I had to look it up. Ends up, it was still downloading. They just give you, like, a little, like, hey, you can come into the game and just, like, mess around in this weird combat mode where you just fight the same dude over and over and over again for 3 hours if you want to, while the game keeps downloading. But we call it installing. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see that on PC, like the sort of preload stuff all that much, do you? I don't remember. I haven't seen anything like preload stuff. They do that on consoles a lot
Like
now.
Blizzard games do it, but unless the game has like its own launcher,
Yeah.
I don't think any games do.
Yeah, that was something I was like, I didn't know what was going on. And maybe that's just because I don't play a lot of console games anymore, but it seemed really weird for it to tell me like, yeah, you finished installing the game, and then I launch into it, and it's like, no, you've still got a bunch, and we're not even going to tell you it's still downloading. We're going to say it's installing. Just not the same thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I was disappointed in that.
And then your console has to update for 3 hours.
It always, every time I turn it on, I have to update it because I play it so rarely. I need to turn some auto updates on or something. I don't know. But, computer's easy. Got the Steam Link if I want to play on the couch anyway. Steam controllers, regular controllers, whatever you need. Pretty good. You gotta fix your PC, Thad. Mm-hmm. You gotta get a Steam Link. Hook that up to your TV. What are you doing? Kissing the mic? Mm-hmm. Gross.
Ooh. What are you playing, Coop? You got a bunch of games, didn't you?
I beat Witcher 3 last night.
Ooh. Only took you 400 hours?
I feel like...
That game has to be as long as a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't happy about it. Like, if I known it was going to take me that long, I wouldn't have started playing it. I've had this discussion with you before. I want shorter, high-quality experiences. I will pay $60 for a game that it's going to take me 5 hours to beat if that 5 hours is great.
Was Witcher not a high-quality experience?
Oh, it absolutely was.
Oh, okay.
But it was drug out over 80 hours, and a bunch of it was filler content.
Okay, so...
Even though, I mean, all of it was really good. Mm-hmm. There were just so many, like right there at the end, there was like, it threw in some fetch quests where it's like, oh, you need to go, there's like trying to build like a relationship between you and some characters that like you knew in other games, but if this was your only game, you didn't really know who they were.
Okay, so yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you need to go with this witch to go get this sunstone. And I was like, they just pulled this sunstone out of their ass. Like, we need it for the final fight. It's like, okay, I guess we'll go get this thing.
Yeah.
Go through it, fight some enemies. Like, the combat's fun enough. But we got it, and then went back and like, all right, now we can start the final fight. And I was like, we didn't need to fucking do that. Like,
You could have just done it.
Like, I'm over leveled at this point at the end of the game. Like, that wasn't a challenge. This witch hates me, so all we went through is like her talking shit to me. It's like, okay, I got that before we started the mission. She hates me. I knew that. It didn't feel like it added anything. So even though like the writing's good, the dialogue was good. It's just one of those things where like this mission was fluff. This didn't need to be here.
Well.
And there's enough of that in the game, even though it's all well written. I can sit there and be like, this is a fluff mission. This is not relevant.
But you're going to play the DLC.
I'm looking forward to just because the DLC looks so cool. Like, have you seen the screenshots of like Blood and Wine? You told me about it before I saw it, I feel like.
I don't think so.
Oh, well,
I definitely did.
it looks like Willy Wonka land.
That sounds weird for Witcher.
It's called Blood and Wine. I think it's about vampires.
Yeah, definitely about vampires.
And I was looking forward to that. And it's overall like one of the best games I've ever played. But god damn, it took me so long. I think it took me so long because I started playing with Lauren. And so like we'd be playing for like, we could only play it like 3 hours at a time. So every time I'd get back in and have to remember what we were doing. And then like she'd like, oh, can I ride Roach to the next mission area? And she'd like go off into the trees and be like, no, you need to go that way. Blah, blah, blah. So that kind of dragged it out. It was fun, but it's still a really long game. Great game.
Yeah, but you did
Too
side
long.
quests and stuff too, right?
I did a bunch. The side quests are really good compared to most games.
No, okay. So some of the filler isn't actually...
No, like I feel like a bunch of the side quests were better than some of the main missions.
Okay.
Or like, it was just
That
it was written really well
unique.
for a bunch of it.
Because we recently started Fallout again. We haven't done anything of that.
We haven't
video.
released it yet,
No, yeah. And and then I started playing Fallout again, and I was like, it only feels like really you can do the main quest. Like I was like, I'm gonna go do some stuff that I never did, and because I just did the main quest, and I was like, they're really just kind of push you towards the main quest in this game. There's not. It didn't seem like they're. I don't know. Did you play Fallout 4? Any?
Yeah, but I just did like the main story.
Yeah, that's what it's like. We're playing through it again and like going like it wasn't like Skyrim where it was like, oh, I'm gonna go do like the Dark Brotherhood this time. It was like, well, I only really have this one big. Nothing else really seems pressing for some
nothing's, like,
reason.
important,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. It's like I guess I can go join the Brotherhood of Steel. So I went and did that, but I was like, well, I still need to find my son, and this is
Yeah.
like completely separate to that. Even though like they keep peppering in lines every now and then, it's like maybe the Brotherhood can help me find my son. It's like, but why didn't you just go to Diamond City where you know he's supposed to be?
Yeah.
I don't know. So that seems kind of weird. Whereas I don't know, Witcher, I guess that's good. They have good side quests.
Yeah. I'm definitely like, I kind of avoid open world games now because they get overwhelming pretty easily.
Yeah, they definitely can.
Like it's hard to. My problem with open world games is trying to find the quality because all these companies are trying to put in like they always want to advertise like X amount of hours of gameplay, like huge expansive world, and I'm looking at like this is cool. I like that I can run around in this world when I want to, but I want to know where the quality is. And
Yeah.
The Witcher's a great example where there were some better quality missions that were side quests that were way better than some of the main missions. Whereas like in Skyrim, I feel like that was kind of rare.
Yeah, it's like
There were like some fun, like there were some really cool assassins quests here and there. There was like the Thieves Guild had a couple of good ones.
yeah,
But most of the good quests were the main story.
yeah.
And The Witcher's overall story was really good, but there were a ton of fluff missions thrown in the main quest that I didn't like.
Well, yeah.
I'm enjoying Fallout so far.
Yeah. It is probably different than you'd expect.
A little bit.
A little bit.
My son's The Rock.
Yeah, his son is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Is he?
Yep, it's great.
Nice.
What have you been playing, Thad?
Could you name your son?
His name is Sean.
No, it's Dwayne.
So I don't get the joke, I guess.
Looks like a rock. You'll see it later. It's not out yet. You'll hear this before it comes out.
All right. I guess
Probably.
I'll wait and see what happens.
We're playing a heavily modded Fallout 4.
Oh, okay. I thought
that
it was something that you
heavily
did.
That idea
I
we
see.
had originally for Skyrim where Addy was going to mod the shit out of it and then I was going to sit down and play it. We just decided because I'd never played Fallout 4, it would be funnier to do it
Fallout.
there.
Yeah, sure.
So,
So we
pretty
have a
funny.
heavily
Mine-
modded Fallout 4 that,
first playthrough of it. My Pip-Boy has a big picture of Taylor Swift on it.
yeah, T-Swift Pip Boy.
It's kind of annoying because I can't see half the shit on the screen.
Right,
of
because
her
the picture's
face.
so
No,
annoying.
don't worry. It'll definitely change every single episode.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty funny.
So yeah, what have you been playing,
Yeah,
Todd? You played some games. You played something, right?
I played a couple of things. Yeah. So the first thing I did, like after being back from Christmas travels, was The Last Guardian because I was so excited for that.
Yeah. You've been waiting, what, 10 years?
Waiting 10 years.
10 years.
It's funny because I might have said this before, but whatever. Like after they made Shadow of the Colossus, like the creator dude, I forget his name, he said like, "Oh yeah, we don't want to wait," because like between Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, I don't know how long it was, but it was
forever,
kind,
yeah.
it was kind of long too. Well, it wasn't forever. They
It
were
was
both
one. It was one generation though.
Yeah, they were both on PS2, so it wasn't a huge.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
not,
but
well,
it was
PS2
probably a
was
few
a long
years.
generation.
Yeah, it was probably a few years, and they didn't want to wait as long, but they still
They did.
they did. It was like in production, like purgatory for a
They
long time.
skipped over the PS3,
Yep,
Yeah.
which is what it was supposed to originally come out on.
and the PS4 has been out for almost 3 years now.
Has
Something
it
like
really?
that.
Holy
I
shit.
think it's
And,
getting close.
And
PS4,
yeah,
I mean.
and before it came out, a lot of people like before Last Guardian came out, a lot of people were worried that like it would be a good game for 10 years ago and just not a good game anymore because so many like crazy games have come out, you
Yeah.
know, since Shadow of the Colossus. And I was like, well, that might be true, but like as long as it can still feel like when I played Shadow of the Colossus, that was like so epic because
Yeah.
it was like just boss fights.
Yeah.
And here are giant colossus crazy
Yeah.
monsters and you just have to climb them and stab them
And now you got a weird dog
and do
one on
all
your
this stuff.
side.
And I was like,
Yeah.
if they can just make it feel as epic as that, then it's fine. Like, whatever. Like, the game mechanics are a little clunky because it feels old or something. I don't care. As long as it can just feel epic. And it doesn't.
Oh.
And I mean, I haven't played
Well, yeah.
I
How
haven't
many
played
hours
all
have
of
you
it,
put
so
in?
I can't say, like, you know, I'm not going to review the whole game and
Yeah.
say, like, it's bad right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I played a while and I just turned it off because I was, like, bored.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and I went out and bought Dishonored 2,
and
and I'm
that's
really
actually-
enjoying
yeah,
that
that's-
game.
okay.
Because like, well, I want a new game to play that
Yeah.
came out recently.
I want something that's actually entertaining.
Because I didn't get Dead Rising 4, the Christmas one. I was really excited, but then like all that stuff about like multiplayer is only for certain levels, and like they got rid of a bunch of stuff, and I didn't mind them getting rid of the timer, but the other stuff bothered me. So I didn't play a lot of the new games that I was originally looking forward to.
Is Dead Rising 4 out? I
Yeah,
didn't
it
even,
came out in
holy shit.
I missed
before
that.
Christmas.
Yeah, I completely missed that.
Yeah, and I just think it was like a letdown or whatever. And but going back to Last Guardian, so you're like a little boy, and the story seems interesting because you don't really know what's going on. And there's like the narrator is you, and he's like telling like the story as you walk around, like a narrator, which is kind of interesting.
So we know the boy doesn't die.
The boy, I guess not.
And
and
narrating from the grave.
but it's cool. It's the story, whatever is going on, is interesting. But the gameplay is not fun.
Oh.
Not because it's like clunky, but because it's just not. For me, it's not fun.
Is it just like
It's
is another one of those like
it's
slow
not
where you're walking
challenging,
around?
and like so you have like the big guardian dog looking thing. In the beginning of the game, he's like chained up and like has spears on him, and you like save him and like feed him. And a lot of the game is like you feeding him barrels, which seems really random and stupid. And so like basically I can sum up the game as you are here. You obviously want to get over there.
Yeah.
Find the right path to get over there. And then
Okay.
you easily find that path. And then it goes, okay, good job. Go find another path. And like the combat isn't super like there wasn't combat for a little bit because they were obviously introducing that type of the game,
characters
like
and stuff in the puzzles.
well, they were introducing like this is you, this is like the guardian, this is how you walk around, whatever. Like fine, that it's a puzzle game, but it's it's not a good puzzle game.
Okay.
And the combat are like these like possessed pieces of armor, and but it's just lame. Like you don't have any weapons really.
Yeah.
Like you have a mirror that when you shine light on that mirror, I'm trying to remember the dog's name. It's like Trico, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Sure.
He shoots lightning out of his tail.
That's cool.
And so like, but that's just not super fun
But-
combat to me. Like, I don't know, man. Shadow of the Colossus was so epic to
Yeah.
me.
It was amazing.
It was like these massive things. The world was huge. I just feel like I don't feel like they did that. Like, I don't feel like I'm in a massive world. Like, I'm on like paths. Like, I feel like. I
you
mean,
think
it's
this
not
is
like
like
specific paths, but
You think the game's maybe just like a longer game, kind of like Final Fantasy, where it's got
Well,
a
there's an
really long
achievement-
intro?
no. Apparently, well, I could still be in the intro phase where like it's gonna get like more
Rough,
epic
yeah.
and stuff, but apparently, like you can beat the game in 5 hours.
Oh,
So that's
And how far are you into it?
I don't know. Probably played like an hour or more, but I was so bored with it. I just
I
turned it
could
off.
see an hour more like still being in the tutorial phase.
But if it's a
But if it's a
5 hour
5 hour
game,
game,
and
it
an hour
shouldn't be.
in you're not having fun, that's kind of
no, that's not good. Yeah. Well, you've turned off many a game just for
The
that same reason.
tutorial-
Oh, yeah.
You
I
couldn't
feel
get
like
through
the
Undertale because you were so bored.
I've pushed in a lot farther in Undertale than I was before, but I'm
Yeah.
still not having fun.
That's crazy to me.
I feel like the tutorial was like the first area where you're like rescuing Trico, like you're pulling spears out of him and like you unchain him and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and you find the mirror that does like the lightning. And then after that, you're just like walking and going, oh, I need to climb up this path and go under this hole, and then walk around and then open the door. Now he can walk through with me,
yeah. Or you just leave him behind and
or you just leave him behind
never
forever.
see him again.
I just didn't. None of it's like hard, and I
Yeah.
don't think it's like. I don't know. It's just like it's just find the right path, and the path is very obvious. So maybe it will get better. I'm definitely gonna play more of it because
Yeah.
I waited 10 years to play the game. I'll definitely
Yeah.
play all of it.
But
But
I mean, it only takes 5 hours. You
you,
better
you can beat it in 5
Yeah.
hours. But I mean,
So you don't ride the thing at all?
kind of like you don't control him. Like sometimes, like if there was a really tall wall I needed to get up and there was nothing for me to climb, so he was just sitting there, and I just was like, oh, maybe he'll just jump up there if I. Oh no, I walked over there. And he was just sitting there, and then as I was like looking up to see like a path to climb, he just jumped up and looked at me and then jumped down, very obviously telling me that he can do that.
Yeah.
So I grabbed him and then he jumped up and went over the wall.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
I was like, okay. I mean, it looks cool. I think the art style is cool.
I mean, but as a dog simulator, how would you rate this? Like, how many bones out of 10?
oh, probably about 7 bones.
7 bones
7
out of 10?
bones.
Yeah, it's not a bad dog simulator. Okay.
The art style is cool.
Yeah.
You know, but also another thing that really bugged me was this happened a couple times where like if he's standing in a certain area and you control your camera, but if you try to like walk near him or something, it's like his feathers like glitch out the camera really bad, and it'll like it's almost like it's resetting the camera to a different point. And one time I just like it did it, and then it did it again, and I just didn't touch the controller, and it just repeatedly kept like
You got yourself
redoing it, and then I just moved and it stopped. But I was like, that's a really weird thing. Like, why wouldn't the camera just, like if you walk towards a wall, it'll like go inside that wall. It was like it couldn't like comprehend that very well, and it's happened a couple times in different areas. I don't know.
I mean, they didn't want to rush it.
They took their time.
They took their time. They made sure that camera really glitched
They cleaned
when
out
it hit the feathers.
all the bugs.
I'll see what happens. I just like compared to Shadow of the Colossus, like this is more of a slow puzzle game.
Yeah.
But
I would love another Shadow of the Colossus.
I know. I kind of thought that's what this would be because it was like, oh, you have this giant dog,
like you'll fight even bigger.
I thought you were
creature
gonna,
thing, and I thought like you would ride it and you would, or you use it to fight or. But, I mean, did you guys see the E3 like? Not the trailer, but like the teaser they showed.
Yeah, like it definitely like it was gonna be a puzzle game, but I was hoping like you would solve puzzles to get to the boss.
But that's like the whole thing that I did was just little things like that. And so, I mean, I'll talk about it more when I've played more, but I didn't like feel like playing anymore. And when I turned it off, I didn't feel like going back to it, which is a bummer. So I just got Dishonored 2, which is really fun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got me that. I'm waiting to play that.
You get like really cool powers. You get to play as like what's the dad's name? Chrono or something? I forget now.
Corvo.
Corvo was the guy you played in the first game.
Yeah.
Where you play as his daughter, Emily.
He's got a daughter?
That's the two characters you can choose to play
Who
as.
did he bang?
Isn't Emily the princess?
Yeah, she's in the first game. She was a little girl, but now she's grown up and she's the Empress.
Is she his daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought he was like her guard.
He's both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is like the Empress's like guardian, like protector, whatever, but it's also his daughter because his wife died and then she took it. And the story in the beginning, I mean,
I remember. And the second one?
Yeah, it's like the intro, like
beginning.
You can
talk
go ahead
about the
and
intro.
talk about it.
Yeah, well, I'm just like what sets up the game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch the trailer, I'm sure it says the same thing. But so like the first game, like the wife dies, and then in the second one, there's this like crown killer who's like going around killing the enemies of the Empress, Emily.
Oh, that's not bad.
But they're like framing like you for it.
Well, who cares?
Well, because it makes you look bad. You're going around like killing all these people who don't necessarily deserve to be killed. They're not bad people. They just like oppose her views. You know what I mean?
Well, they're bad then.
Yeah, exactly. So you're getting like set up for that. And then this woman comes in and she says that she is Corvo's like sister-in-law. And she is the rightful person to the throne.
So she gets killed. And
that's how the game starts off is whoever you pick, like I picked to play as Corvo because he seemed more like kind of brutal and stuff.
Yeah.
No, she was more stealth. He's kind of more brutal. But he is still very stealth.
Okay.
They're both stealth, but she's even more so.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So I picked to play as him, and so then like Emily got like frozen and she's like imprisoned.
Oh, but you do the other way, and I guess he gets frozen.
I'm guessing if you do it the other way, then Emily is like you run around as her, and then like Corvo's frozen. And so now she's like the throne, and you have to like figure out who the crown killer really is, and like she's obviously tied to that somehow, and you're trying to take back like the throne, like get Emily back into power.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
So it's really cool. Well, you
can play.
You can. I chose not to just because I thought I looked up their abilities beforehand because they have different abilities, and his seemed really cool. Like you can possess people as him. Like you can just be them. And I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah, you can possess, and then like can you still like turn into rat swarms and stuff?
You can kill them with rat swarms. I can possess right now. Like
you possess a rat though.
I can possess a rat. I don't have like you have to upgrade like certain abilities. Like right now I can possess a rat, but eventually I'll be able to possess like any human, like a guard or whatever, and just walk around and do stuff. Although Emily seems really cool. Like I'll probably do 2 playthroughs.
Definitely.
One is him, one is her, because she has a really cool one where like you can create a clone of yourself and then like have them walk around or like even spawn it right in front of the guards and they'll be distracted.
Yeah.
And then you can just kill them easily.
Yeah.
Or you can sneak by them while they're distracted with her. But then you can also like trade places with your clone.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So like
you place a clone like way far away and then just swap.
Yeah. So there's just like like Corvo's cool because like I think his abilities are like
he's got like stop time.
He's got stop time. Like his abilities on their own are really good. But whereas Emily, I feel like you can combo them really well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
when I did Dishonored 1, I did like a full nobody fucking knows I was even there run.
I'm playing whereas like I don't want to get spotted. but
Yeah.
I'm okay with killing people.
Nope, nobody spotted me. Nobody.
Yeah.
I didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
I stole all the paintings. I got all the like super brutal, like, and not killing them, but they're worse than death
Yeah.
things.
I got this really cool ability where if I kill someone and they don't know I'm there, they just like turn to dust. Like they their body disappears.
Wow,
That's really cool.
So I was like,
really,
well,
really
then no
cool.
one will even know I'm
So you don't even
here.
have to hide bodies.
Because that was a big
No,
problem.
because that's something you have to do
Yeah.
is like hide their bodies. Because if someone
Oh, yeah.
sees the bodies, and it's like, oh, they're alerting everyone. And
Yeah, like
you're not
knocking
on
people
high
out.
guard.
It's like, yeah, if I like put someone to sleep with a sleep dart, it's like, fuck, now I gotta hide the body. Because if they find out, then that goes against my like not being spotted.
and I'm not
thing.
sure if this was part of the first game because I didn't play tons of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Although my version came with both, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so there was a little prompt that came up and said the more you kill,
Mm-hmm.
the more like corrupt you and your gang will be, and you'll get like a bad ending at the end.
Oh, no, I don't think
Which
that
I
was
don't
a
think
thing.
they did that in the first
I think
one.
the more
Yeah.
you killed, the more like rat swarms were around or something like that.
maybe.
It was like it made it a little bit harder on you to like, I guess, do a like pure run if that's
Yeah.
what you're trying to do. Because
Really?
the rat swarms would like kind of kill.
I didn't know that.
So I
I'm
thought that
pretty
was
sure it
cool.
had something to do like the rats depended on how much you were killing because you were like feeding them, and then there were more rats and stuff like that.
Because I was killing a lot.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't getting spotted. Like I got like an achievement for like the first mission I did. I got an achievement. It was like do any mission without being seen,
Yeah,
like
it's like
ghost,
Ghost,
whatever. And I did that my first mission. So I'm like, I'm gonna
That's
keep
great.
doing that
Yeah,
because that's
yeah.
really fun. But I had no problem killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I almost felt like because I started to try to do a no kill, no spot run.
yeah.
And then
It's hard. It's really
it was hard. And at the same time, I was like, it would be so cool to like dive in and murder these two guys right now.
Yeah.
Because some of the kills are really cool. Like I don't remember them being as brutal in the first one as they are
No.
in the new one. Like
I didn't do a lot of killing, but
I like decapitated a dude,
yeah.
and I was like, holy crap! Like it's really brutal stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's fun. And then there's like those electric walls like that were there for like the plague,
yeah.
so the rats can go through, and you can like throw people in that and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
and their
Yeah.
body just like explodes. It's
Yeah.
just really brutal stuff. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it sounds kind of messed up, but like I kind of want to do some of these murders, you know?
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, I did
it's
some of the
fun.
levels where I tried to kill all the guards
yeah,
without being spotted.
yeah.
And yeah, you.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm fine with killing. I just don't want to be seen ever.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's my thing.
Yeah. I don't know. When I'm doing a stealth game, it's like I want to do a complete ghost. Like
Yeah.
Nobody sees me. I wasn't there. Nobody got hurt. Just like, how did this happen?
That's fine. But
Yeah.
I also feel like if in real life I was Corvo back in the
Oh
time,
no, I'd be fucking murdering
and
people.
these people like turned on my family because like the people who turned on you, some of them are like your guards that were working with you, but they've like betrayed you. Like he even has lines where it's like, you guys don't deserve to wear this uniform and stuff like that. I've like sneaked up on someone and like knocked them out, and then he's like, you don't deserve to wear this. So it's like
Yeah.
I probably would kill some of these people.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You know,
Trying not to murder kind of breaks the immersion for me.
I don't know. I just like with stealth games, that's kind of like the difficulty scale.
Oh, yeah.
With the stealth game, it's like I want to play it as a stealth game. I don't want to play it as a murder spree.
Yeah.
And so
Season.
I upgraded all my only the abilities that would get me
Yeah.
stealth stuff.
Yeah, and that's
But-
definitely
yeah.
that's a good example of an achievement that adds difficulty. And I looked at it, I was like, I want to
Yeah.
go back and do that, but I didn't want to burn myself out in the game,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I didn't do it my first
Whereas,
run.
yeah, I'm stuck on the last level.
And I would still like to go back and do it,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to do it on that.
It's
run.
rough.
Yeah.
But it's also a good example of like variable difficulty because it's
Yeah.
like I'm sure it is a lot easier
It's like
to
self-imposed difficulty.
to just
yeah.
run through and kill everybody because you are powerful enough if you upgrade those abilities to just go like,
yeah.
I need to get from point A to point B. I'm gonna go in a straight line and kill everyone in my fucking way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever used my guns in.
Yeah,
Sonic
I haven't.
1.
I'm not using any guns, but like I'm using my knife, and then like there's traps you can use, you
Yeah.
know. And I've been doing that kind of stuff, but I haven't been using my gun because one, it's loud.
Yeah.
They have a crossbow, like you can use too, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
I haven't been using that either. Really, I just like sneak up on them, or like I'll blink behind them and like slit their throat, and
Yeah.
then like grab their body, and then like hide in a dumpster. Then like the blinking is
The blinking's great.
so
Yeah.
fun.
Blinking's really, really great.
It's I think it's really cool. I think the way like they have the system to unlock everything is really cool. Like you have to collect pieces, you know, and then like there's like the tree for like I don't know. I think Dishonored 2 is really good, and I've heard, I don't know for sure yet, but I heard the overall like main story is shorter because they actually want you to play through it twice. Once as Emily,
that's
once
good.
as Corvo.
Because I also want to do the like if I'm gonna do it, I want to go
And it
from
might
ghost
be
no kills.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I don't know if that would make it easier for you for someone who's trying to do that because it's shorter.
The first game was long. It was hard. I do a lot
Yeah.
of save scumming where you just keep reloading.
There's also
over
this,
and over.
this like game mode or something I saw in a trailer where it's like you start like in an elevator and you can play as Corvo or Emily. It's not part of the main story. It's just like a side
little
part of the
thing,
game,
yeah.
and like you just have to try to like escape or something.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it just
Sounds
seemed
cool.
really cool.
Yeah,
like just like an
sounded cool.
escape house kind of thing.
Yeah, there was a lot of DLC for the first one. I didn't end up
Yeah.
getting to play, but I think they had some stuff.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I think those were just like challenges. Though.
Yeah, that's what
It's like
this
the
was.
Knife of Dunbar.
Yeah, something like that.
No, Dishonored 1 did a really cool thing that no other game has done before for me, where it was like instance levels, like they were not connected. You went into a level and it was its own little level, but it felt like an open world because the world was really fleshed out even in that little area.
Yeah, and there were a lot of paths.
So like you would like go into doors and like go through a building, go out it. And that was really cool.
Yeah, you can do that in this where like, because did you in the first game, did you use like a heart to find these items?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah. So like you pull out your heart and then like it'll show you where all the like, whatever the relics and things are. And,
Yeah, that took a long time.
and you have to like, go to like the one I was in, it was in like one of the earlier levels and it was like houses and apartments and they felt like they were kind of lived in. Like,
That's cool.
it wasn't hollow or anything. It was really cool.
It was cool how almost every level had like side missions you could find, like those chests that were locked and you had to go find the code to them.
Yeah, there was cool. Yeah, like codes, and then a lot of levels they have like optional things you can do
Yeah.
that are like just bonuses, and those things I think are always fun. Dishonored 2 is really good. Like I liked the first one, I just didn't play a lot of it because I didn't own it. It was yours. And I think I
you
just
you
played
played
it
mine.
because like we used to live together, so
yeah.
I played it then. But then like when we moved out, I didn't play it.
Yeah.
So it's super fun. You can
Yeah.
be brutal or you can be sneaky. Like those games are cool because you can kind of play either way. Like you have to be a little sneaky, but like I was thinking back to like Splinter Cell on like, was that the 360?
Yeah.
Those are those are kind of old
Something
games
like
now.
that, yeah.
And you like had to be stealth. Like if you weren't, like you would probably just
Those were
die and that
stealth
was
games,
it.
yeah.
In Dishonored, like if you get seen, like you don't want to, but if you do,
Yeah.
you can still like the sword fighting is still
Yeah.
fun, and you have a gun, and it's like I could still like kill a few guys and then like blink away and hide, and then like they'll lose me. It's
Yeah.
I don't feel like hopeless if I get seen.
On my ghost run, when I would get seen, I'd be like, okay,
Kill everyone, then reset.
I have no abilities as far as killing go.
Yeah.
Because it was all stealth. But I was like, let's see how far I can go. And
Yeah.
I would just start murdering until they killed me.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's
The hardest levels were those ones that had tons of dogs.
Yeah, the dogs are good.
They're real annoying.
Yeah. Especially on those stealth runs because they are perceptive mutts.
I like it plus 20.
Well, it's good that's good because I heard
it's
that-
really good. I mean,
Yeah.
I bought it for you on Steam.
I know, I need to play
You
it.
have it too through
Yeah.
family sharing, so I would definitely play it. It's super super fun.
Yeah, I heard that Deus Ex, the new one, was not all that great, and that's
I've
another
never
like
played any of those
stealth
games,
game.
and I just don't care.
It's another one of those like stealth, like where you can murder your way through if you want, or like whatever. Plus, you've got robot arms and you've got sunglasses built into your face. So like that sounds pretty badass to me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's too bright outside, just and you've got two sunglass lenses in front of your eyes.
Or you can be Corvo and have like that sweet metal like assassin mask.
Yeah, but
That thing is sweet.
Corvo doesn't have robot arms.
I don't want robot arms.
Yeah, I started to
wants
play.
robot arms.
Human Revolution isn't the new one, but it's not too old. It's about probably like 7 or 8 years old now.
Yeah.
But I started to play it around the time I had played Dishonored, and I used to play a lot of Splinter Cell games. Mm-hmm. And I started playing it, and I was like, this is just another. Like, I just played Dishonored. I was like, it's literally like Dishonored. It's like I can either choose to murder everybody,
Yeah.
or I can sneak through the level and use all my skills to not be seen. I was like, I just stopped. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Dishonored
Yeah, well,
feels really good.
That game had
Dishonored
been out
was-
before Dishonored.
It was.
Yeah.
I just happened to play it around
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
I was like, oh, Dishonored was more fun. Than
Dishonored
this.
definitely took that like formula and upped it.
It was more fun, yeah.
And apparently, this latest one, from reviews I've heard, is not as good as the older ones. And the older ones are supposed to be like good, but if it Dishonored 2's out, let's
Once you
play
add
that.
magic to something, man, I'm so tired
I
of
don't know. I kind of like
tired of guns.
but robot arms and using
I
like
mean,
robot powers
Why
and
can't
shit.
you have magic robot stuff?
Yeah, it's true. They,
Yeah, I
they
would-
don't do it very often.
I would much rather do magical things. And
Yeah.
It's like even in Deus Ex, it's like, okay, turn this corner, shoot a sleeping dart at this guy,
Yeah.
run to this vent over here. It's like, nah, I want to teleport.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to like pinpoint teleport in between 3 guards,
Yeah.
turn, pinpoint teleport past them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so satisfying. Like I said, to just, I see a dude like standing by himself. I'm gonna blink right behind him, slit his throat, and then blink away.
Yeah.
Like that.
So
That's
much
crazy. So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the abilities I think are really cool for Emily and Corvo. So that's why, like I said, I want to play both. It's not like just heavily like one player. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
So is that your 2016 game of the year?
Already,
Wow. 10 out of 10.
no.
Would
it's not.
Corvo again.
What would your 2016
Dark Souls
game of the year
3.
be?
Dark Souls 3. That's my.
Dark
we
Souls 3 was
actually
good,
should do a game of the year because
Dark Souls 3 was good, but-
I'll do Dark Souls 3.
I didn't play it as much as I played one. For some reason, after one, I just couldn't. None of them hooked me like the first one did. Even though I really liked 3. I
What else
liked it a
came
lot
out
more
this
than
year?
2. A lot of
3
things came. a lot of
3 is
stuff.
my favorite. Like I like it more than 1.
Yeah.
That 3 just feels so good, and like I really liked all the callbacks, and like they made sense, and they just tied in with the story. I really liked them. And I liked that I knew they were doing callbacks, so I would enter an area and I'd look around and be like, okay, what do I recognize from Dark
Yeah.
Souls 1 that like I go, oh, I know where I am now. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was way better than 2.
Yeah.
Huge step forward.
Well, it's
from
because
2.
the Miyazaki, that's his name, right?
Whoever the guy is, he wasn't
Miyazaki.
there for 2.
Because he was making Bloodborne,
Yeah.
which
Still need to play. I know.
is the best game ever created.
That came out this year, right?
No.
Bloodborne?
No, was that last year?
That's like 2 years ago.
Oh, man.
It was,
Was it 14 or 15?
I think it was 15. And then, well, DLC came out the same year.
Maybe that's why I thought it did.
I forget. That DLC is so good. Too.
Okay, so I'm looking at a list of 2016 games: Overwatch, Dishonored 2, Final Fantasy 15.
Well, don't like name them all. Let's just look at them and pick our favorite. Oh, Overwatch was really good too.
Yeah.
Overwatch is good.
Doom came out, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, Dark Souls 3, No Man's Sky, everyone's
That is
favorite
everyone's
game.
favorite game.
Was
Yeah.
Witcher 3 this year? Was that?
That was
I
this
don't
year.
think
No,
so.
that was not because
I
I
think-
I started playing it after I beat Bloodborne, so that had to be.
Oh yeah, because I
Whenever
originally
Bloodborne came
started
out.
playing it. Yeah, I started playing your copy of it.
Yeah.
And then one night Lauren was over here and we are like, oh yeah, we got time. Let's play some Witcher. And you were playing something. I was like, fuck it, gotta buy it.
Oh, I found Coop's 2016 game of the year, Stardew Valley.
It's up there.
Oh man, Super Hot came out this year. That was, I don't know if you guys played that.
You don't know if I played that.
Oh yeah, you did play it. Because
You watched me beat it.
Yeah, but like you had problems with it in the beginning because of their like.
It was making me
Flashing,
sick at
yeah.
first.
Actually, you know what else might be up there for game of the year?
Hmm?
The the chef in Job Simulator for the
Oh
Vive.
yeah. Was that Was it is this the year the Vive? Did the
you-
Vive come out this year?
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I don't remember. I feel like
you're
I've
the
had
only
virtual
one here
reality
that has
forever.
it.
Forever.
You're an idiot.
It's been in my life this whole time. Oxenfree came out this year.
That was really fun. I don't know if
Legion?
you guys have played that yet.
Not yet.
Wait, why does it
Really
say
fun.
that Legend of Zelda came out this year? That's not right. Twilight Princess did not come out in
I think
2016.
an HD remake came out.
Okay. Well, that
doesn't count.
That
No.
doesn't count.
Yeah, game of the year is Dark Souls 3 for me because I
Of
love
everything
that
you're
game.
listing, I think it's got to be Dark Souls 3.
Oh, you're both picking the same thing?
I was
feel
going to
like
say like it was close with Witcher, but
not
if
even
it-
Overwatch? You play a ton of Overwatch.
Overwatch is amazing. That's
Overwatch is
that's like
great.
in my top 5. For
Yeah, it's
sure.
definitely top 5, but I got to go with something that had like a good story,
Yeah.
like campaign.
That's
mode.
always
Yeah.
top. That's how I feel right now. Like, and that's another reason why I really wanted like The Last Guardian to be good. And then when it wasn't what I wanted, I just immediately went out and
Yeah.
bought Dishonored 2 because
Can
I
we-
play so many.
Can we have 2 categories?
Yes. Because
Single
I
player and multiplayer?
Yeah, because I play so many like lately, like because like Ass and I play with like kind of like a core group on PS4.
Yeah.
And they text like every night or every other night, like, "Oh, you guys want to play? Let's
Siege.
get on PS4." And like Siege or everyone has, not everyone has Overwatch, but like it's Siege or Battlefield 1 or Titanfall 2. And I like playing with people, and those are really fun. But I was playing like pretty much only shooters, and then when I wasn't playing with them, I'd be like playing Overwatch just because I really like Overwatch.
Yeah.
But then like I was like, man, I want to play not a shooter right now. I want to play like a single adventure by myself and just have fun. And that's why I got like Dishonored 2.
Dishonored 2.
Because I was just kind of tired from shooters. Not that not that any of those games are bad. Like Titanfall 2 is really fun. Battlefield 1 is really fun. Overwatch is amazing.
But every other game now is a shooter. Not every other game. Like
Every other game is
Two
multiplayer.
2 out of 3 games now are shooters, I feel like.
They're like shooting multiplayer though.
Yeah, that too.
So it's not even like there's like a fun story or single
any,
mode. It's
any game that has a shooter now, they're almost more focused on the multiplayer than the single. Like Battlefield hasn't had a good single player in a long time.
right. Yeah, I just feel tired from them. So it's like I'm gonna take a little break. Like when people text, like I'll hop on and play a few matches, but I'm just gonna focus on something else. Like I was when I was in Michigan for Christmas. My friend Greg, he's also big FromSoft fan, and we were talking about like Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 3 DLC, which came out not too long ago, November or whatever. And he was like, yeah, like because I think he beat the DLC, but he was saying Bloodborne is also his favorite FromSoft game. And so we like bonded over that, and then we were like, "Yo, we should make new characters and just run through that and the DLC like together in co-op because I haven't done like the main story on co-op." So
Yeah.
that game's just so good.
Yeah. Well,
But that's another like really fun single like story game. It's not online shooting. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I like to play games by myself.
that's what I mean. I just feel like I haven't done that in so long.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Even though I do like Rainbow Six was like a whole new type of game for me to play.
I love those games. It's been so long of just those.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I guess, this year has been a big year for like team-based cooperative games.
Yeah,
It has been the year of cooperative
I
games.
think Overwatch has got to be my multiplayer game of the year.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, hands down.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I think I like Rainbow Six more, honestly.
I love Overwatch.
Rainbow Six is pretty fun.
think
I like the
man.
tacticalness.
Yeah, I don't know,
But, I actually never played Gears online. Gears 4.
Gears 4 was really fun online. But like,
You've played it before.
yeah, it felt
Well,
good
yeah.
because
was the
exactly.
same
We played it
game.
bore, which is fine because honestly, it's kind of what I wanted out of
Yeah.
Gears 4.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted the same thing again, but new console.
But that's
still super
yeah.
fun. Gears 4 was really fun, but man, it's really hard Overwatch or Siege because. But this is why I'm going to vote for
both
Overwatch.
team-based
I'm going to
games.
vote for Overwatch
Okay.
over Siege because Overwatch is amazing with friends, still amazing by myself.
Oh, yeah.
Siege is amazing with friends, not good by myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
can't
saw
play
it was
Siege by
on sale
myself.
on PC, and I was like, I can't really buy it because
I just bought it for my brother. I was thinking about buying it for PC.
It's
Oh, well.
really, really good. And because like, if you have at least, you need a full team because it's 5-on-5.
yeah, 5v5.
If you have 5 people, like that's amazing. But even if you just have 3, the majority of the team is people you're talking with and your friends,
Yeah.
so good.
yeah, and I bet
It's
PC
so
people
crazy
will
fun.
be like better at communicating too. Hopefully,
There's 2 sides to that.
Yeah,
There's the ones that are better at communicating, and there's the ones that are really good at the game and they are shit at communicating. They just expect you to know what to do.
Yeah.
And they will rage quit as soon as you don't do exactly what they think you need to be doing.
but they won't tell you.
No.
Yeah.
They'll tell you afterwards
Yeah, yeah,
by calling you a fucking idiot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to what is that game that we used to play all the time? Here's the Storm.
All used to.
Well, I guess you still do, but me and Thad haven't played in forever.
We played like a month ago.
A month ago, I played like for 5 minutes.
Oh, we played like all 3 of us about a month or two. Not
Wasn't that long ago.
Not
Was it?
2 months
Okay.
ago.
We played a couple
All 3 of
matches.
us sat down and played like 6 games in a
Like
row.
we haven't
one
played
day.
that in a
We
long
played a few
time,
matches.
and I want to play it again because like I saw Ragnaros out.
He's
and
been kicking ass. I
he
was
looks,
playing against
he
him.
looks so cool.
What I didn't know is that he can take over like the buildings
Any building.
that are destroyed.
Yeah.
He can pop up right there.
Oh yeah.
So they were like pushing into our base. And I was like, oh, it's fine. There's only 2 of them. There's 3 of us. We
Yeah.
got this. And then Ragnaros
Nope.
turned into that giant tower right there while we were standing on top
Yeah.
of it. And I kind of wasn't paying attention because I walked past it to
And
like
he
chase somebody.
fucks.
And then I kind of came back a little bit and was like, what the fuck's going on? What is, oh God, that's Ragnaros. He's just giant.
He can also like if
He
you
started murdering us.
if their team forces you out and he can get around you, he gets a building like behind you, so you end up running into him and he just starts wrecking shop.
And then I think he's going to get, if he hasn't been nerfed
He's
since
gonna
last
get
time I
nerfed,
played.
yeah.
Because that wave that he shoots, he's got so much push.
Lava wave?
Yeah, that lava wave kills every minion.
I know that's what it's supposed to do.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah, like we wanted to take half damage. I wanted to kill all the minions.
That's insane though.
Oh yeah, because he can split push and he's a building. Like he's a crazy. Is he a specialist or what is he listed as?
I don't know, but
'Cause he feels like a
nobody has
specialist.
that much push.
I bet they're going to nerf his combat ability and leave his other stuff.
Yeah, because like even what's her name?
Sylvanas.
Sylvanas. If you leave Sylvanas alone
Yeah.
She doesn't have that much push by herself.
No, but he doesn't.
He
hurt,
has that much push while he's not in the lane.
He doesn't hurt buildings. With that,
No, but
it only kills minions.
Those minions are gonna fuck shit up without him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if
he just keeps launching that in the same thing and nobody goes to answer
it has like a 60-second cooldown or something. It's
Yeah,
like a
but-
pretty long cooldown.
how long is it gonna take for minions to get there after he wipes it?
So I mean,
It's a good 30 seconds before more
with
minions are in there.
Sylvanas, you can't see that she's in that lane, like shutting it down until the minions get to her. Whereas with his, you see it coming from his base on the map.
Yeah, but what if like they're pushing hard in the bottom lane and he's just pushing the top lane?
And he's also in the bottom lane doing damage.
He's got a crazy high win.
He's got
right
a
now.
lot of utility.
He's OP as shit
Yeah,
right now.
he's strong.
I feel like that's how it always is.
When they first come out, yeah.
Every hero first released is way OP, and
Yeah.
they go, oh, okay, we'll bring it back.
There's a couple that have been super underpowered, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I just like if his lava wave didn't kill minions, I feel like it would be useless almost.
I feel like that's like the creators like getting carried away when they're creating a new character.
Well,
though.
when they were making him, all the stuff I was like reading and hearing about him was like he's a raid boss in World of Warcraft. So we want him like how do you make a raid boss experience in Heroes of the Storm? So now he can become buildings. He's this big thing, and he's like clearing entire lanes
which
by
is
himself.
cool, but not when it's like multiplayer game, like when it's PvP.
Yeah.
You can't have like you can have an OP raid boss because that's an NPC. He can be so all your friends get together and beat him. You can't be like, oh, I'm playing against someone who's OP. Now I'm going to lose to other people.
Yeah, now that said, like he only kills minions in the lane. I mean, well, I guess if it hits heroes, he can kill the heroes, but you see it coming from a mile away. So presumably you can get out of the way. He's pretty squishy, isn't he? From what I've seen of videos, he seems like
he was like I don't play assassons a ton, but I don't think he had much trouble staying alive.
Okay, yeah.
But,
And it was just
I'm
range.
sure they'll nerf him.
I'd like to go back and look at the stats because I haven't played since that first time when I was playing against Ragnaros. I think I played like 6 or 7 games. And I think like a few games in, I realized like, oh, if I've got Ragnaros on my team and the other team doesn't, I've won. No problem.
Which is crazy.
The only time it was a match is if both teams had him.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if you had Sylvanas and Rag throwing that lava wave down and then she's stopping the buildings and your minions are just pushing in completely uncontested.
I don't know if that'd be a great combo.
No?
If
Or
you've
a
got him,
Gazlo
you
or
don't
something.
really need her.
Yeah.
You don't need 2
You
specialists
need somebody
most
to
of the time.
kill the buildings.
You don't. The minions do that.
Yeah, I guess they do too. Yeah, you're right.
So if nobody's there to answer, the minions winions.
Minions,
Winions.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, every character comes out so OP in that game. When did that came out last year, right?
Maybe even
It
longer.
was 2014.
Yeah,
Was
that
it
was even
really?
older.
Oh wow! I guess I don't know
The
when
beta
it
was in-
formally came out.
The beta was in 2014. I think it officially came out in 2015.
Wow.
It definitely didn't come out in 2016.
But we were playing the beta, so
Yeah, we were playing the beta, so
we
it seems like
started-
it's been out for.
I
a
think
long,
we started playing
yeah.
in 2014.
It's a good game too.
And we've been playing that game for that long.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Siege for multiplayer game. Like I like Overwatch, but like I really like these like one life games where it's like you do or you die, and then
there is an Overwatch game type like that.
Is there? Okay, well, I mean, not
No, Siege is still really. I'm not saying
yeah.
Siege. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
Siege is an amazing game.
Yeah.
I just the fact that I can have fun in Overwatch
Yeah,
without my
that's the
friends
thing,
also
yeah.
being online, that's fine. Because like Siege, I tried and it's just not fun.
No, it's not fun by yourself. I never had fun playing by myself.
Even when I'm talking with people, because like sometimes there would be everyone communicating. I don't know. It's just like I just want to do it with my friends.
yeah.
Because like if you die, like it wasn't as big of a deal. Like, I mean, you get mad and you like yell and swear
yeah.
and whatever. But like with other people, it's like, oh, sorry guys, I'm dead. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not as enjoyable with when you're by yourself.
Single player game of the year?
Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3. You said Witcher.
Witcher didn't come out this year.
Oh yeah, it didn't. Well, what's your single player
I
game of
think
the
it's
year?
got to be Dark Souls 3.
Wow, Dark Souls 3. Nobody's picking Skyrim Special Edition.
What are you picking?
I don't
No, because also HD
Yeah.
releases don't count.
Yeah, okay.
Skyrim was game of the year, but that was like 5 years ago.
Gameplay wasn't updated at all, so no.
No, yeah, it's
Not a new
definitely
game.
not game of the year.
Well, what's your game of the year?
Oh, man, that's a rough one. Because last year was definitely Undertale. This year,
Undertale didn't come out this year?
no, it came out last year. It came out around Christmas, or I guess it was a little bit before Christmas
I
time.
have to remember when Bloodborne came out because that would have been my game of the year for.
I wish-
I feel like that was
yeah.
last year.
No, I think Bloodborne was 2014, maybe.
Yeah, it was a while back.
That doesn't seem right.
gotta
I think
look
it was
it up.
2015. I want to look it up.
You were playing Bloodborne when we first moved into an apartment together. I'm pretty sure it was 2014.
Yeah, it was a while back. I don't even know. I feel like I haven't really played a lot of good single player games.
2015.
Was it?
I knew it.
Early 2015?
March.
Okay, yeah. That's when we would have still been living in our first apartment.
I was like, 2014 just doesn't sound quite right. And then the DLC came out in November, I believe. Oh, that DLC.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go Dark Souls because I'm like looking at this list of games and it's just not.
I mean, there were fun games that came out, but Dark Souls
this isn't
just
a full
stands
list,
out
probably,
like
but-
crazy. But the highlights.
Yeah, but I'm like looking at it, I'm just like Far Cry Primal. Why am I picking that? That wasn't a good game. Yeah, there's just
Dark Souls 3 was really good, so
yeah. I
that's
think,
an easy pick for
I
me.
think that
feel
has
like.
to be the game of the year for me too.
Single player Dark Souls 3, multiplayer Overwatch. Do we want to do another category? Indie game, Stardew Valley.
Yeah, indie game,
Might
Undertale.
That wasn't this year.
I don't care. It wins 2 years in a row.
Oh, speak new games I haven't played yet. It came out this year is Civ 6.
Oh yeah, that
Which I
is
heard
out,
is really
yeah.
fun.
Those games are like it's another like. It seems like that's gonna take forever just to beat
Yeah,
one game.
but I really liked Civ 5. I'm surprised how much I liked that game.
Yeah,
I got it because it was on like super sale, and Jimmy was always talking about. He's like, "Dude, this game's great." And I was like, "All right." It was on sale. It was like a summer sale or something where it was like crazy cheap. You know, I was like, "Yeah, I'll get that." Man, that just like sucked me in.
I think
I was like, that game is so
was Civ
good.
5 the last one. Civ 6
Civ
just came
6
out.
came out. I forget what month. But
I have
this
like
year.
I have one of them. I have like all the packs for it and everything, and I
Yeah.
played it and everything. But it was like, I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have to put like 100 hours into this just to like fully
I
understand.
mean, you have
the
to like
rules.
you
Yeah.
can't just blindly pick things. I mean, you can, but like
That's what I was doing.
if you
and,
really want to
yeah.
like win and
Yeah,
like
well, I
really
didn't-
progress your
yeah.
civilization.
That's what I mean. Like I didn't
like you have to
understand
pay
how you were
attention
supposed
to
to win.
everything.
I didn't understand. It's like I put like a bunch of hours in this, and I
Just
don't
be
even
better.
know what I'm doing. It's just like
Well,
yeah.
you just weren't paying attention.
Oh,
I feel
Lovers,
like I don't know.
Lovers came out this year.
Oh, Lovers was a good
thought it
one.
came out
That-
last year.
What
that's
about
a-
Life is Strange? You really liked that?
That was last year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was definitely last year. That was another one of the ones that I think I played like during Undertale and all that.
I don't remember.
I don't remember much either. Yeah, I don't know.
Minecraft Story Mode Episode 1.
Yeah, I didn't, I'm not for those telltales, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Not
it's-
so
I'm for
much.
some. I really liked the Game of Thrones one.
Yeah?
I really
Okay.
liked the Game of Thrones one.
I have it. I haven't started
And
playing
the
it much
the
yet.
Dead Rising one, not Dead Rising, sorry. The Walking Dead ones are fun,
Mm-hmm.
but like I don't know why I always get like distracted and don't finish them.
The
And you bought me season 2.
yeah.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But the Game of Thrones one was really
See,
fun.
the Game of Thrones one, when I looked at the achievement list and saw the achievements were just in order, beat chapter 1 through whatever,
I'm not doing it for the achievements.
that pissed me off for some reason.
don't
And
know
I was
why.
like, because I guess it just
See,
like,
I don't look at achievements till after I beat a game.
well,
I also don't care.
to me, that,
Well, occasionally there's like some fun ones to go get.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
If there's cool ones, sure.
Yeah.
But like if the game is like this, like why does it matter? It's like chapter 1, chapter 2, whatever. That's fine.
well, no, because I
Who
was
cares?
like, because normally there'd be an achievement for doing different paths. And to me, that just tells me it doesn't matter what you do. There's only one path.
I don't think that's true. I just think they didn't make
And which one?
And
Game of Thrones. I think they just
Okay.
didn't. That's not true because there were decisions that people would die and people wouldn't die.
yeah.
Like I killed someone in like chapter 1 or 2,
but
and I
if
was
it-
like, "Oh crap! I wish I didn't do that."
but if overall,
But he
true
didn't
in,
have to die.
The first Walking Dead game, that's true, but who dies and who lives doesn't change the story.
yeah,
at all.
exactly. That's what I mean. Like it didn't. And I bet if you go back and do the other, like,
I'm not
somebody
saying
else
that's how
dies
it is for
instead.
this one, but in The Walking Dead,
Even if it is, I
nothing
just don't
changed.
care.
See, that I like I knew stuff like that, and then I saw those achievements, and I was like, they didn't. There's no branches here, and that's what it felt like. It's like you didn't put any effort into branching.
But I'm gonna say that's pretty dumb of you to think that.
That's just what it seemed like.
But basing it off of achievements, because
Yeah.
I played the game and I felt like my decisions did have a big impact. Like maybe the overall story would
Yeah,
be
you're-
the same regardless of how
Basing
you
it
picked.
off of achievements is dumb.
But basing it, that's a really like that's
But
a
then
weird,
why not put-
I'm really surprised you would do that.
Then
Like,
why not
I don't
put
know why.
effort into the achievements?
Because
You-
who cares
who
about
cares about the
achievements?
I
achievements?
care about achievements. If you're gonna have a branching story, you should have like at least 2 branches.
Honestly,
of
I
achievements.
feel like they did the achievements just because people expect them to be there, but they're like, whatever, just that doesn't matter.
See,
Let's
I don't
focus
like
on the
that.
game.
I don't like that. I like achievements. I like good achievements.
Whatever.
I like good achievements, but like, if a game doesn't have good achievements,
Some
it's not
fun
gonna
achievements
ruin
are
it for
fine,
me.
but I don't need an achievement for every little thing. That's ever
Shittiest
done.
game of the year.
Oh boy.
Do you have one?
I got one.
Go ahead. I don't know.
Mighty Number 9. Fuck that game.
I didn't play that garbage.
I mean, I didn't play much of it, so yeah, maybe it wasn't all that good.
I'd have to look at a list of games. I don't know.
And being like
Yeah, a list
one of
right
the
there I
biggest
can
Mega
look
Man
at.
fanboys.
This is like all the games that came out this year. It's
Yeah.
a big ass list.
That's fine. I might be able to pick one.
I'm a huge Mega Man fanboy,
I don't know what
but
game
that
I
game
picked.
was not.
Game, like
It just something. There were a lot of just weird things about it. No matter
it wasn't
which
good.
way you did
It
it.
didn't feel good.
Maybe I'll do Doom because it made me
didn't-
sick. But it was actually
see,
a good
Doom
game.
was fun,
I know.
yeah.
I'm joking.
It didn't
I'm
feel good. It
joking.
didn't look good.
Do you-
I don't know what
Was
it-
there a game I was ever mad at this year? I can't even think.
You've been mad at every game.
Last Guardian.
Last Guardian, yeah.
I'm not gonna say that because I haven't. No, I'm not gonna say that.
I never see. I think it's hard for me to even pick a good like. Not. I guess Dark Souls 3 was my good game because I put the most hours into it. But overall, there weren't a lot of games that I didn't play more than like a couple hours this year. It was like 4 or 5 hours in, and then I was like, okay, whatever. Even Doom, it was like Doom was really fun, but I only played like 4 or 5 hours of that, and then I was like, and I haven't touched it since.
That's why I told you. I'm all about them like releasing games
Oh, you
that
know what
are
I
way
heard is-
shorter and
You know
way
what I heard is
better.
really really good is the episodic Hitman that came out. Like it
I've
came
heard
out
good
in
things about
episodes
that,
this
yeah.
past year, and now you can buy the
Yeah.
first year all together.
Oh.
I heard that's amazing. I haven't played it, but apparently it's like really good, and you can do like really creative.
Yeah.
Like the way you infiltrate the area, like blend in. There's like apparently it's just really.
That was
well
another
done.
game that I was like, was it like $60? You get the first episode or
good.
something when it came out, or something?
I don't know,
It
but
was,
you can.
like, weird
It's
when it
$60
came
bucks
out.
for all of them now, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a good deal now. I don't know what it was when it was.
I think
coming out.
I read a lot about like even the Rooster Teeth guys were complaining about like the value per like how much you could do at first.
Yeah.
But it's probably changed by now.
Yeah, well, it's like if I'm paying $60,
But I don't like
guess you're
that
paying
that
60
business
for it to
practice
come
is
more
going
in,
mainstream
yeah.
now. Because that's early access. You're
Yeah.
paying for an unfinished game.
Yeah.
Even though like I guess it would technically be episodic, but you're paying for all the
You're
episodes
paying for it up front.
and getting one.
I would rather pay like $20 and then go like, oh, maybe this isn't a game I like, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get any more of them.
I'm totally on board with episodic gaming, but don't make me pay for everything
No,
up front.
they make me go crazy. Like I can't do that.
Oh yeah,
Episodic, I have to do it. Like with Telltale games, I have to wait for all of them to come out,
yeah.
and then I'll do it.
Well, it's
I
like
can't do
TV.
that.
I don't like watching seasons of TV
It's
shows
pretty-
now
The
until
only show I think I watch like while it's airing
Mm-hmm.
is Game of Thrones.
yeah, and even that one's really hard.
Actually-
Silicon Valley.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say actually because they all at the same
It's
time.
only HBO
same time,
stuff.
It's HBO. It's Veep,
Yeah.
Silicon Valley, and Game of Thrones.
those
and they
are all
all
on, like,
air the same
day.
night.
Yeah, so that makes sense though.
But I don't watch them all in one night. But I watch them like throughout that week. I'll watch.
If
the
people
3
didn't talk
episodes.
about Game of Thrones, I would absolutely not watch
Yeah,
Game of Thrones
but-
when it came out. Just wait till it's done because
But
that.
there's spoilers on the internet 10 minutes after it's out. So
Oh
you gotta
yeah, I
watch
can't.
it.
It's like okay, cool. Game of Thrones is out. I guess I just can't use Twitter anymore. Cool. Yeah, Game of Thrones time sucks.
Actually, you know what might be my.
Uh oh,
I
sucker
can't
of the
think of
year.
the name of it right now, but
What was the game about?
you'll know it when I say it. It was the people who made Amnesia. It's that underwater game.
Yeah, we did play that. That was
That was pretty disappointing.
wasn't this year.
Soma.
that was last year
Are you sure?
I don't.
because it was
You
around
sure?
Halloween. Was that this year?
Google it.
I thought that was last year
Because
we streamed it.
I'll take it back. But if it was this year,
I'm pretty sure we didn't stream that this year.
I don't know. I feel like it was pretty recent.
yeah, I feel like that was this year.
Maybe it was,
Soma.
but that would have been like in October, and I don't remember us.
It was
doing
before
that.
October.
I don't
So
remember.
we didn't
that
end
at all.
up playing anything in October.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, do
You're
I see
right.
anything?
Came out in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it back. Although I will say that game was disappointing. Whatever.
Did you ever finish it?
No.
Oh, I do have my bad game of the year.
me see.
Fucking No Man's Sky.
I'm so happy.
No
to hear you
Man's
say
Sky. That I wasted my money, and I knew it.
No, see,
knew you were
I'm
wasting
not
your
gonna say
money.
that. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say that's my worst game because I want the worst game. Like what I picked to be the worst game is I didn't expect it to be bad. I knew that was gonna be bad, and the thing that made me mad about that was
See, I thought it was gonna have some
talking to-
redeeming qualities, and it just
talking to people
didn't.
before it came out. Like
Everybody was
there was,
hyped.
yeah, and I was like, you guys know what this is gonna be, right? And like everyone was blind to it. I'm like, what is wrong with?
I know,
Like,
I even fell into it.
One
I was
person
so
that we
mad.
play with Siege with, like on PS4, we play with them
Yeah.
all the time. They're like, oh well, I won't be able to play with you guys for a while because No Man's Sky's coming out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that game's gonna suck. And he's like, no way, dude, it's gonna like
No,
eat up my time. I'm gonna play a lot of it. I'm like,
no,
no,
Nah.
you'll be bored with it in hours.
yeah, and I was.
And everyone
yeah,
It's
I went
just
through the
can't
tutorial.
believe-
I went to a second planet, and it's like, oh, the second planet's just just like the tutorial on the first
Everything
planet.
is
And then
the
I went to another
exact
planet. I was
same.
like, it's just like the tutorial on the second planet. It's just like the tutorial on the first planet.
I
And
just-
keep jumping and just keep doing the same thing, and nothing was interesting. That was the other thing.
I got unnecessarily angry when I got home from work and you had bought it.
Yeah.
But it got worse because I kept getting home and you kept playing it.
Yeah.
And I could tell you, I was trying to like hold my tongue, but I
Yeah.
could tell you weren't enjoying it,
I
but
was
you were
not having
trying to
fun.
find
I
the
was,
fun.
I know. I was looking for it. I
You
was
were
looking.
trying so hard to find the fun.
And I think maybe that is the fun of the game, is just trying to find the fun. Yeah. You get so miserable by the time you beat it, you go, this was a fantastic game, because you're just done with it.
Oh,
But
man.
it's not even over then. You just start on the same planet again.
The good thing about No Man's Sky, that spawned one of my favorite reviews ever that I've watched. I've already told you about it. This guy starts reviewing it and he's like, blah, blah, blah. He's going through into it, and he's like, all right, now there's a secret ending to the game. We're going to do it. And he does like 2 steps to this secret ending. It's like a 10-part thing. And I was looking at it and I was like, it's like a 5-minute video. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he's only on step 2 and it's almost over. Is this a 3-part thing? And then like right in the middle, it's like, I don't even know if he went back and edited this. He was just like, fuck this, man. I'm not doing this. And it cuts and he's like, I'm not finishing this because the developers didn't finish this game. Fuck this game.
Yeah,
It just ends. And this wasn't a review actually. This was a guide on how to get the secret ending to No Man's Sky.
Great. Yeah.
And the guy's just like, nope.
I mean, when you look at the videos of it before, where it looks like there's like dinosaurs everywhere and they're like
Oh,
the
yeah.
skies and everything looks cool, and then you get down and your planet's made of dirt and the skies are like a weird pink for some reason, and all your animals look like T-Rexes, but they've got like all their limbs are tiny and they've got giant heads, but they look like rats. It's like,
Nothing about that game was like epic or
No,
like exploration.
yeah.
Like I'm really discovering something new.
I don't.
No,
in fact,
I'm
I was
not.
like, don't randomly generate these monsters. Just give me pre-generated ones, because
As long as
your
they're
random
cool.
ones suck.
Yeah.
They fucking suck.
Look, I never got into the hype of that game. I remember like the first time I saw the video, it was like, but wait, like it looked cool. I was like, well, what do you do?
Yeah.
It just showed this guy walking around and all this stuff. They never explained what you do.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, they hadn't released any gameplay yet, except for like a guy walking around looking at stuff. I was still like,
What
this
do you
still
do?
looks really cool, but what do you do?
Yeah, that's when I realized like, oh, you don't do anything, you'll be bored in an hour or two.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like, I mean, I know you guys weren't into it, but like everyone else I talked to was really into it, and I couldn't figure out like,
No.
I must be missing something if everyone is blinded by this. But no, we were just for some reason the few who knew.
It's post-hype depression.
Oh, yeah.
Where people try to convince, especially when you've bought the game, when you were hype and you talked it up beforehand, you went and you spent your money on it. People want to believe it was good at that point because they've invested so much emotional energy and money into it that they refuse to accept that it's bad.
I think I'm not gonna buy games that are hyped for over a year anymore.
Over a year? Oh, you mean hyped
Okay.
for over a year before it?
Like if they announce a
You're
game,
not going to wait a year after a game
No,
comes
no.
out.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna.
Oh, yeah. Coming next year, our 2017 Game Awards will be in 2018.
No, not that. I'm saying I'm not gonna play like The Last Guardian. I've
Right.
been waiting for
Just
that game
wait.
for 10 years.
Wait longer.
No Man's Sky, that game was hyped for like 5 years.
Wait longer.
I'm just saying, if a game is like announced and it's in like production hell, there's a reason why it's in production
Yeah.
hell, and the outcome won't be good.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with movies. Like I mean, if there's a lot wrong with like production, then like the movie will show that, and it won't be as good.
yeah, you can
So
tell.
like Suicide Squad, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I watched that.
Not
I
good.
finally saw it.
no, I have a story, but you go ahead.
I hated it.
Yeah, of
I can't
course.
think of one good thing to say about it. Like even like
No.
Will Smith's one of my favorite actors. That character was boring as shit. There was
I-
nothing good about that movie.
When I was home, I was talking to my friend, and he was like, we were talking about bad movies, and he was like, because he loves superhero movies. He like loves all superhero movies, and
I'm
we were
about
talking
that.
about how what?
I'm about that.
Yeah, we were talking about how Marvel has it and DC wants it so bad, and they just don't have it.
They just can't.
They just can't. And
just-
now they're trying to
yeah.
like catch up, and they're like shoving and all these terrible things in the movies, and they don't make sense, and they're like, it's just terrible. Like obviously everyone knows that they're doing a pretty bad job.
They keep making money, so they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, but they're like just doing it in a bad way.
Yeah, it's
and,
terrible. Garbage.
And so we were talking about like he was talking about Batman versus Superman, and I was like, I didn't bother watching that. Like it didn't
I
look
like that
good.
one.
I bought it when
And
it
he
was
was
on sale.
he was
and-
saying like there's certain things that are okay about it and blah blah blah. Like that's what I've heard from most people. It's like not
Yeah.
as bad as you think it's gonna be and all this stuff.
It's
and
kinda
I was like,
funny.
all right. And then he said Suicide Squad. I'm like, I didn't see that one either. And he goes, that movie's a train wreck.
Yeah.
That movie's so bad, and it's so obvious where like they did the reshoots and like forced those in, and he was like, you should just watch it just to see the train wreck. And I was like, that doesn't sound great, but I was like, well, I remember when I was flying to Michigan, I remember seeing on the in-flight movies that Suicide Squad was there. So I was like, well, maybe I'll watch it on the way back.
No.
I watched 10 minutes of it.
No.
Not even on a plane with literally nothing else for my body to do would I watch that movie.
Yeah.
I turned it off and was like, nah. And I watched The Revenant, which I've already seen.
Yeah.
Because that movie's so good. I was like, man, it was just bad. Everything it's my chair. I don't know if you're picking that up on the mic.
Started wobbling
my chair's
to be like, is that me?
That's my chair. That movie's just bad.
Yeah.
I could not get past 10 minutes in an airplane.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be good, but I still wanted to check out Jared Leto's Joker.
Which is,
It was bad. It was
Which is a
nothing
bummer
interesting
because
about
I
it.
really like Jared Leto. Honestly,
Yeah, he's great.
Everyone in that movie's like Will Smith is
They're
fine.
all good actors.
I mean, Will
but-
Smith has had like some not great movies
Yeah.
last while, but he's still a pretty good actor. Jared Leto is like really good in everything he's in. What's that girl's name who played Harley Quinn? Margaret something.
yeah,
she's
yeah.
good. She was in like
Margot Robbie or something.
something. She was in like Wolf of Wall Street and stuff
Yeah.
like that. She's good. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
some good
They got
names.
good people.
It's a movie about
Yeah.
like bad guys. Like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then like the trailers came out, I'm like, man. And then I heard about the reshoots and they try to make it funny, and I'm
yeah.
like, stop.
Yeah. No, we need dark superhero
But a
movies
good
again.
movie,
Rogue One.
this is a segue that had a lot of reshoots, was Rogue One.
Which
I haven't seen it yet.
I won't say a lot, but it's really cool to see a Star Wars movie that's like not about Jedis.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because that universe is so big and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so cool. It's like, yeah, I'm really excited about these
it was
expansion
also
movies.
great to see a movie that was like, that was not a happy movie. And I know they said they went back and did reshoots to make it like
Lighter.
lighter. But
The first like screening, they were like, this is way too dark. We need to
holy
reshoot
shit,
it.
I can't even imagine what the first screening was because it felt pretty dark for
There
a
were some
Star
dark
Wars
moments
movie.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I would actually like to see another cut, which is like another like Suicide Squad thing. Like I wanted to buy it to see it, but every version I saw that was out is like extended cut, and I was like, I don't want to see any more of that movie because I've heard such bad
I did that
things.
too.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was immediately like, oh wait, I should have got the director's cut because
they
David Ayers.
they don't have one that I've seen.
They had it on
Oh, do
Google
they?
Play. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta look that
I
up.
rented it on
It's
Google
probably
Play.
still not that good.
And I know from what I've read, David Ayers hates all the changes they made.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, it doesn't seem like it ever could have been a great movie based on what I saw, but maybe it was better.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see it like how, I guess, yeah, the director
I
wanted
think
it to
originally
be. Yeah.
the Joker was on the team.
Well, he was in a lot of the movie because when the movie actually came out, Jared Leto said multiple times in interviews that they cut out.
Yeah,
They cut him out of the movie.
Apparently, his character was like too dark to keep in the movie the whole time, but it didn't seem
I
that
was
bad to me.
excited for his Joker because, like I said, Jared Leto's
Yeah.
great, and I know like some people like weren't on board with like the new Joker look, but I was like,
I
at
think
least
it
they're
could
not
be
just
good,
trying to
yeah.
remake
Yeah.
Heath Ledger's Joker because
There's no point in
since
trying.
that movie came out, well, not just that, but like every supervillain has like tried to be that. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, like Lex Luthor in the Batman versus Superman
Yeah.
was like Heath Ledger,
It's like
and I was
it-
like, why are
Yeah.
why are you insane? You're Lex Luthor.
Right.
He's one of the worst
They're like, wow,
bad guys I've
insanity
ever
is really
seen.
scary. Every
Yeah, it was very
supervillain should be like
strange.
that. It's like Heath Ledger did an amazing job. Leave that alone. Do your own thing. So when they released like the pictures of Jared Leto, like with the tattoos and like
Yeah.
the grill and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, they're
Yeah.
doing a different Joker. I'm
That
totally
was kind of
cool
cool
with
that
that.
they were taking like a modern
was like a-
gangster approach.
That's
to it.
exactly
yeah.
what I was thinking. I was like, this would, if a psychopath, like if a Joker were to be in real life right now, that's probably what he would be like.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Definitely.
that's cool with me.
The thing that annoyed me most was the fire guy. He was just racism. Like when it did that flashback and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna put the kids to bed, honey. Then let's kick it, right?" I was like, "This is just racism."
This is racist.
And I don't feel like I noticed that in a ton of stuff that other people have to point out. But that I was like, then he turned into an Aztec god, which was actually fucking cool. When that was maybe the only cool part of the moment was when he got engulfed in flames and became like that Aztec god. I was like, why's the Mexican guy got to be an Aztec god?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it. I can't comment on any of that.
Yeah, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
I only watched the first 10 minutes of it.
That's literally the only good thing I can say about the movie is it was cool when he turned into an Aztec god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I only watched 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So. But
Yeah.
Rogue One was
Rogue
really
One,
cool.
yeah.
Goob, you should see it so we can talk about it.
Yeah, you should watch Rogue One. You should see
I got
Fantastic
three.
Beasts.
The three main movies I want to see is Rogue One, Fantastic Beasts, and Doctor Strange.
Well, Doctor Strange isn't even playing at the
Doctor
theater
Strange
next
is
to
out
us
of
anymore.
theaters.
Yeah.
I don't know if Fantastic Beasts is probably playing in some theaters.
There's
going
this
out,
in Pasadena. There's this second run theater that's really cheap,
Yeah.
and it's like actually super nice seats,
Yeah.
like
And
better seats than most theaters, but it's
do
like a
that.
$10 theater.
That's pretty good.
That was another great thing about going in Michigan. I saw Rogue One in Michigan,
Yeah.
and the tickets were $6.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the concessions were like,
$1.
they're still expensive,
dogs.
but they were so cheap
Yeah.
compared to what we pay out here in LA. And I'm like, wow, this is life. This is great, man.
Yeah, when me and my
Because for Roy
parents
and I
went
to go to the
see,
movies, man, that's like $50.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's $30 on tickets, and then it's like $20 for concessions, and we split a drink and popcorn. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah,
that's just
when
stupid.
my parents and my whole family went to go see Rogue One.
Yeah.
4 of us. It was
Yeah.
like $24.
yeah,
It's
it's
just
great.
crazy. It's just like what? That's like almost how much I pay for a ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too much. It's
great.
dumb. I don't
It
know
was-
why.
I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think. I don't think I've seen anything out of them. Oh, not movies, but I so Walking Dead season 6 went on Netflix not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I watch The Walking Dead is through Netflix. I don't watch it like when it's on air because
All
I
at
don't have
once.
cable.
Yeah,
And I don't want to wait.
yeah.
That's where I'm at too.
Yeah, and so I just watched season 6, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Huh?
I
And
think I'm watching season 5 right now.
And like I said, I usually wait for it to go to Netflix to watch it, but now that they're at the halfway of the
So you might
season
start,
7,
yeah.
something about like buying it on iTunes or something, and
That's not bad.
and watching
You
what
can-
because that's like half the
yeah,
season.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, and they're like hour-long episodes, so it's a good chunk. It'll take
Yeah.
a while, but yeah, Walking Dead's cool.
Yeah.
Although I've heard the new season isn't great, which is a bummer.
Yeah. So what's your 2016 movie of the year then?
I would need a list,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Should I pull up another list?
but at the
Because I'm thinking about it. I think Rogue One was actually. Well, no, actually, I like Doctor Strange a lot too. That was a good,
I
really
would
good
probably
one.
say The Nice Guys.
The Nice. Oh
I
yeah, that
almost
did
bought
come
that
out.
the other day. Should I go ahead and buy it?
Dude, really, really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, that's been on
That's
sale
probably-
a lot lately.
Like I said, I need a list to see what else came out this year because like I watch a lot of movies and so like I forget what
Yeah, I
actually
know.
like was new this year and what wasn't.
Did Harry Potter come out this
Is that a movie you can rewatch?
Fantastic Beasts came out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fun.
Oh
'Cause
wow.
I never buy movies I haven't seen before. Like I'll rent them and then decide to buy them. I bought Fury.
I would say safely that you can buy Nice Guys.
I bought Fury.
That's a good movie.
It was a great movie.
but
I'm
that's
not
not something
rewatching
you're gonna
that.
rewatch.
I'm not
Yeah, I
rewatching
agree.
that movie.
I really liked it too.
Holy shit! There were some good movies that came out this year.
I might change my opinion now, but off the top of my head, Nice Guys comes to mind because that movie was really good.
Really? How does that measure up to Deadpool?
Oh,
Nice Guys.
damn.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yes.
you like Nice Guys
Deadpool's,
more? Okay.
Right now, Deadpool is my movie of the year. I
That
forgot
one was
about
really good.
Civil War.
No,
Nice
fuck
Guys.
that movie.
Oh, really? You didn't like
No,
Civil War? I like Civil War
that
a
was
lot.
good.
Hot garbage.
No,
Holy
come on, that was
shit.
good.
I love Marvel movies. That movie just was awful.
No way.
No, I
hate
like that
it.
one, but it definitely wasn't worse than Ghostbusters. I don't know. I didn't see
I
that
didn't see
one.
that.
Yeah, I need to see that. Doctor Strange was fantastic.
Doctor Strange was really good. I
X-Men
like that because
Apocalypse,
Doctor Strange. Well, I guess they kind of did it with Thor, but Doctor Strange like introduced like magic. I feel like
Yeah, whereas normally these powers aren't magical.
they're either like created by like Iron Man
Yeah.
or like someone somehow got them from a spider, like something like that.
Whereas Doctor Strange
This
is
is
just
like-
straight up, I'm doing magic.
I'm doing magic
Yeah.
right now,
That's what
Yeah.
I was really.
which is really cool.
The third Iron Man movie really pissed me off because they brought in. I can't even think of his name off the top of my head right now.
Huh?
Fucking the guy who's usually he's a fucking wizard.
A wizard.
And they just made
the
him
Mandarin.
yeah, they
Harry
just
Potter?
made him a fucking terrorist.
Oh yeah, he was just like, he was an actor or whatever. And
Oh,
yeah,
right,
he wasn't
yeah,
even.
he was-
he
yeah,
wasn't
that
even
was the
Mandarin, yeah.
that was the worst part. They brought in
Yeah.
a character who is normally a fucking wizard
Yeah.
in everything else. They made him a terrorist, but then he wasn't even really the bad guy.
Although Iron Man 3 was definitely better than Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
Iron Man 3 was
I
cool.
didn't like Iron Man 2 at all.
I liked Iron Man 3. Like I agreed like that was kind of garbage,
Yeah.
but the
They
movie
just
overall
wasted
was
that character for no
good.
reason. I don't know why they bothered to do that.
Let's see. Got Rogue One, Doctor Strange. Let's see what else is on here. Fantastic Beasts.
I like that
Still?
movie a lot, but Nice
haven't
Guys
seen
is
it yet.
better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, that's a rough choice for me to go for like So you're going Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
For sure. I'm looking on this
I
list.
can't think of anything else that
Deadpool
beats
was
Deadpool.
really good. Fantastic Beasts was really good too.
Really?
Nice Guys was like really good
Yeah.
piece of cinema.
It looks really good.
It was really good.
Oh, wait. Warcraft came out this year.
I mean,
That's
Nice
gonna be
Guys.
that's not
Nice
definitely gonna
Guys.
be one of my like worst movies of the year. Maybe that movie was bad. That movie was real bad. I mean, I didn't see like Kung Fu Panda 3 or Gods of Egypt. Those are also came
I
out
think
this
we
year.
can. Yeah, but we can safely say
But of
those
the
aren't
movies that I
of the
saw,
year.
yeah. Well, no, I'm saying for like worst movie of the year.
Oh.
You know, I was like, the movies I've seen, Warcraft was probably the worst one. But I still enjoyed watching it, even though it was bad, just to see some of those locales from World of Warcraft and stuff.
I'm gonna look up a list of movies as well right now.
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts was really good, but
Yeah.
like it wasn't up to the caliber that like I really liked Harry Potter at, and not because it wasn't like done as well. Like it was still really good. Like David Yates, same director and everything, and like the actors were good. But like, I remember I said I liked going in having not like read it before, so I didn't know the story. So that was really like kind of cool and refreshing to like
Yeah.
experience it all for the first time. Whereas Harry Potter, I'd read the books, but Harry Potter like had just built such a crazy world that like I read as a kid and everything. It's like kind of hard to be better than that, like in the same world.
Yeah,
It's
especially when
hard-
you're like sort of
I don't think I'll like
reintroducing.
because they're gonna make more movies. I don't think any of those movies are gonna be as good to me as Harry Potter was.
No,
It's going to be
probably not.
hard to build characters that you can connect with as well as
Yeah,
the characters
exactly.
from
They
Harry
did
Potter.
a good job with I don't even remember his name now.
Harry?
What was his name? No,
Newt?
Newt from the new one. I like his character a lot.
Ooh,
a
another
lot.
really good movie was Arrival.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's definitely not like
That was really good.
movie
I
of the
mean,
year to me.
I
it's
haven't
not
seen
as
it
good as Nice Guys.
Oh man, I think Deadpool
Did
is
you see The
probably
Nice Guys?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay, neither of you seen it.
No, I think Deadpool is probably like the superior movie. But since you already picked it, I'm gonna go with Doctor Strange. I just like the character too much, which maybe the movie wasn't as good. But I mean, I've got his fucking.
We can't really discuss
miniature
it.
up
I haven't
there.
seen it.
I know, yeah. And Benedict Cumberbatch
I
is
also
one of my
really
favorite
liked-
actors. So
10 Cloverfield Lane was really good.
I still want to see that, yeah.
Don't Breathe was really good.
I thought
Which
you were
one was
saying
Don't
like
Breathe?
don't see it.
It's when those kids break in, don't see it.
Yeah.
Those kids break into the house of a blind man.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that.
That was really
Is that the one we were
intense,
going to go
man.
see on your birthday? On Roy's birthday?
No, that was The Conjuring 2. That was my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I really like The Conjuring. Like,
Yeah.
that's like one of my favorite horror movies of recent.
Conjuring was really good.
Yeah.
You know what else also came out this year is what was that movie about the witch?
The Witch.
Was it The Witch?
Yeah.
Movie
No.
about the witch.
No,
Well,
it
there was
wasn't
a
The
movie
Witch.
called The Witch that came out this year.
That's not the one. The one oh man, it's found footage. Now I'm forgetting the name.
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch. Yeah, Blair Witch 2 came out.
No, I didn't see that one.
It was called Blair Witch. It wasn't called Blair Witch 2.
Wait, really? Well, the first one was called
pretty sure Blair Witch 2 was a movie.
There was a second one. This was a sequel though,
Oh, okay.
but they just called it Blair Witch.
I didn't think it was as good as the. I don't know. It seemed.
It was
weird.
okay.
Yeah, it seemed weird.
I really like the director who did it. So
Yeah. I mean,
there were parts about it that I thought were really cool. Like in the original one that came out in like the 90s or whatever it was, the what was I trying to say? When they got to the woods, like they spent like a couple of days. I mean, you guys have seen the original one. I'm
Yeah, I've
assuming,
seen the
right?
original.
And it'd be like day and night. That was like whatever. In the new one, it was really cool because once they were there, they stayed the night there, and then like
they woke up.
they woke up and it was like, was there one more day of
I think they
of
had
light?
one more day of light.
And then the rest, it was just nighttime. It was like
They couldn't wake
They didn't
up.
do that
Yeah.
in the first one, where like these woods are like they were like haunted and possessed and everything. In the first one, but in the new one,
Yeah.
it was like no, there's like a distortion in time here.
yeah.
And I thought that was like really cool.
Yeah.
There
was
were
a lot
things
of-
that were cool about it, but
So I think I like the first one more just because it was like you didn't have to suspend your like disbelief that much to be like, oh, maybe there is something weird going on in these woods.
and I
Like-
think it was better that they didn't show the witch.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the new one they almost had to.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, you got to show
also
us
there were,
now.
like weird time distortions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you got to show it. Yeah. I just like when they were doing their cameras and all that. It's like, oh yeah, here's a little camera that looks just like a Bluetooth headset, but it can totally record like our entire 4 days worth of footage on like whatever it's doing.
But you know how
you just have to
you
charge
don't know
it.
how long they were really there for.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Time distortion.
okay, those little things couldn't hold an SD card that would hold like the 2 hours worth of the movie on it.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
I love the best part about that movie wasn't even the
drone.
movie.
Yeah.
It was the director, who I really like.
Yeah.
He tweeted, "Well, we didn't do great in the box office, but at least we got mostly negative reviews." Like he knew that they were like, getting crapped on, and he just didn't care.
I didn't think it was going to be a good movie to begin with, but yeah, it's fine for what it is.
fun.
Yeah.
That's always
I just
that's
thought
a
that was
that's
so
a risky
good.
move anytime a director takes on remaking an old classic.
It wasn't a remake; it was a sequel.
Well, I mean, but when you call it Blair Witch,
Yeah.
people come in with expectations.
Yeah.
Totally. But that director, he's also doing the Netflix movie of the live action Death Note,
Oh,
which
interesting.
I'm really curious how that's going to be. And the dude who's playing, what's the Shinigami's name? Ryuk?
It's something like that, yeah.
It's playing William Defoe,
Oh, okay.
which is really, I think, interesting.
Yeah, another Netflix thing that reminds me. I saw a billboard for, I don't know if you guys read them growing up, but a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Netflix is doing a
Indeed.
series of unfortunate
Yeah.
events
NBC.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's playing him, right?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, and I was like,
I
oh,
said
okay.
NPT.
I heard
Yeah.
you.
Because I really like
PH.
the movie that they did with.
I liked it, but I was also young when it came out, so going back, maybe
Yeah, I guess I
can't
need to
tell if it was
rewatch it.
good or not.
I remember seeing it like a decent amount of times. It just like I thought like all their performances and like
Yeah.
it seemed Burton-esque sort of.
Oh yeah,
and it was good.
Very
yeah.
dark, otherworldly.
Yeah.
I read a few of the books. I never saw the movies though.
There was only
There's
one
only
movie.
one movie.
Oh, they
And
only
the
made
one
one?
movie
It was Jim
covered
Carrey,
the
wasn't it?
first.
covered 3 books.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
there were like 9 books or something.
I never saw it, but
It was cool.
the books were okay.
I liked all the books. I read a lot of them. They
I
were
read- I
good
read-
books.
I think I read
Lemony Snicket.
probably almost all of them. Or
I
whatever.
think I read like 3.
I read a lot
Yeah,
of them.
and then you could
They
just
came
watch
out
the
when we
first
were
movie.
kids.
Yeah,
It was
they,
like an appropriate time.
yeah,
to
they
do
were
that.
coming out when
Good stuff.
and they were like for our age group, so that
Yeah.
made sense. And I couldn't read Harry Potter, so
Yeah.
got to find something else.
Yeah.
The new one is a show, though, right? With Neil Patrick
Yeah,
Harris.
it's gonna be
Is
a
it?
series.
Oh,
I
so
think
it's a series.
It's literally a series
of unfortunate events. That's good because that world kind of feels like something you could do a series.
They just call it Unfortunate Events, the series.
The series.
Because I saw a billboard for it that just like it looked like somebody had just put a big sheet of paper up over the billboard and it says, "If you're excited for this, we are very sorry." And I was like, what the fuck? And then behind it, you could kind of see the words "a series of unfortunate events." And I was
Well,
like,
that was something that was
that's
really, like,
interesting.
Fun when I was a kid reading the books was like the books opened with "Don't read this."
Yeah, it was really down on itself the
It was like,
entire
"Please
time.
don't read this.
Yeah.
This is just
yeah, this
sad
is
and
just
It would
is no
introduce
good. Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this is their aunt that's going to take care of them now. And they're like, but she's going to die.
Yeah.
It would just tell you right then.
Yeah,
It was very
And
down.
for a kid's book too. That's like
That was probably
it was
like
very like
that was really dark.
yeah, how to handle like bad situations. It's like oh okay.
Because that was even before Harry Potter. Those books are old, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are like we were really little, I think. Oh crap! What was I gonna say? I forget now.
Yeah.
Oh, more about Neil Patrick Harris. It's like I'm excited to see him in it because he's a good actor.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to like after he did Gone Girl.
Oh, yeah,
he was
yeah.
like he wasn't like a super major
forgot
role,
he
but
was
he was
in it,
important.
yeah.
And that was like a different role for him. And I was like, wow, he was actually pretty
I
good
think
in
this
that.
one will be kind of different.
And I kind of want to see him in more like that kind of stuff, just because it's kind of cool.
I wonder what he's gonna be because like is he gonna be doing the Jim Carrey sort
It
of?
looked like it. I saw a trailer for it, and
because I definitely think he could do that, and that's probably like gonna be like weird and kind of
Yeah.
to his style. But
yeah. I think it'll be. I'm
He's a
gonna
good
watch it. I
actor.
think it'll be fun to watch.
yeah,
he's great.
I like Neil
I think you
Patrick
can
Harris.
figure it out.
He's great.
Yeah, I think I have his book somewhere around here. Actually, I haven't read
yeah.
it, but I have it.
Yeah,
You want to read it to us on the next podcast?
Yes,
that could be the whole podcast.
Yeah, I'll do the audio version of Neil
Yeah.
Patrick Harris's autobiography.
Start getting ready now.
Yep.
Read by Addison playing Neil Patrick Harris.
It's been a long podcast.
It has been a long podcast.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
was lost.
Nobody knows.
It's like we're in the Blair Witch Woods.
Yeah.
Got any-
distortion.
got any
It has been night
closing-
the entire time we've been
It has
podcasting.
been, yeah.
Yeah, it's never been day.
Does anybody have any closing arguments they'd like to make?
Skyrim is probably the best game ever made.
I mean, with mods, anything can be good.
I actually don't believe that, but we just have to talk about
Yeah.
Skyrim all the time.
I know.
It is in my top list of games.
Yeah, I would put it there too, but only because of all the games that come out on PC, that is one of the most modded, and it has like you can change that game.
Bethesda's always
No,
been
I
good
like it
about
even without
making
mods.
Accessible, yeah.
No,
Just playing it on 360 when it came
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, that was good.
So good,
But
man.
having the ability to change the game as much as possible. Yeah, as much as you
I
can.
have one more thing to talk
Brad
about.
has an
Have you guys
idea.
played?
One
I
last
mean, not
thing.
played. It's not even out yet. Have you seen the new Spider-Man game that's coming out?
I have not.
I haven't been
But
interested in a
you've
Spider-Man
piqued my
game.
interest.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple
my
clips of
spider
it,
sense
and it
is
looks really
tingling.
cool. Did you guys play the Spider-Man 2 game that came out like on the PS2?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
could fly
That
around
game
on the...
is amazing. That's like one because it was open world and you
Yeah.
were Spider-Man and you could do the main story or you could help fight like small crime and you could take out like warehouses bad guys. That game was so cool to me, and I loved it. And it came out a long time ago. It was
Yeah.
so fun. It was like I don't know. It felt like it was one of the first like open world games I'd played because I wasn't allowed to play like GTA or anything.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And the new one I feel like has that kind of feel
Back
to it. So I'm
Is it
really
going to be with the
excited.
new kid Spider-Man sort of? Is that what they're basing it
I
off of?
don't think this is tied to the movie.
just gonna be
I
its
think
own
it's just
thing.
kind of like coincidentally coming out the same
Okay.
year as the movie, but I think it's just a game about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That
I could be wrong. I don't know tons of information about
Yeah.
it.
This is somewhat unrelated, but Spider-Man games has led to one of my favorite things I've ever witnessed on the internet, where I was like going through a review thread of like, this was a long time ago. This was like maybe early high school, maybe sooner. I don't know. It was around the time that movie had come out or that game had come out, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
A Incredible Hulk game had come out.
Yeah. They are like the same game.
This person was in the review thread was like I like this game, but I feel like the devs are like so fucking lazy. They used
Yeah.
the exact same city.
They did.
No, this guy's like they used the exact same city, and the next comment was, "It's New York, you dumbass."
Yeah.
It's a real city.
Yeah.
But apparently they used like the same animations and stuff.
Oh,
no,
really?
no. Oh, what am I thinking of? No, they used the same game that had. I misspoke. The same, like the Hulk game where it was open world and you run around. Prototype used the same thing,
Oh, really?
like the same
Oh,
animations.
it's also New York.
The guy just said
same
it's
animations,
okay,
not the
same
same city.
animation.
The
Yeah,
person
makes
like
sense.
was oblivious to where it was. He was like, they use the exact same map.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
what would be different?
It's New York.
They take place in New York.
Yeah.
Guess
That's
what?
really
in
good.
Spider-Man, they made a really good model of New York. So
Yeah.
yeah, use it wherever you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
That's really
the
good.
Spider-Man 2, man, that game was so good. I played. I don't know. That game has like a hold it dear to my heart.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, those old Spider-Man games were really good.
Have you guys seen the trailer for the new
No,
Spider-Man
I
Homecoming?
haven't, no.
seen.
Okay,
Spider-Man
I played
Homecoming?
Don't say anything. I
There's
think
one
it's
that came
called
out-
Homecoming.
Homecoming?
Yeah, Hulk coming.
There was one that came out
Spider-Man,
like
run, run.
Get
4
out of
or
the
5,
way.
probably
He's
like
coming.
5 years ago now, 5 or 6 years ago. One came out on the 360 that I really liked. It was level based. It wasn't open world, but it was
Yeah.
pretty good. I played a lot of. This one was like it was like Spider-Man in time or something like that, where you jump
Oh
through
yeah,
different
yeah.
dimensions.
And there were like multiple Spider-Mans and all
Yeah,
that.
one of
right?
them was like you were noir Spider-Man. One of them was like future Spider-Man. It was really
I don't
good.
remember that
Welcome
one.
to the Spider-Verse.
I think the only one I played was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, dude, the old PS1 Amazing Spider-Man was so
Yeah, that's
good.
the one I played a ton of, and you could get different suits that did different things, and yeah, it was great. That rings bells in my head somewhere.
You immediately remember that boss
but
fight.
I don't remember what that boss is, but I've heard that. Oh, now I do.
It's Doc Ock covered in
Carnage.
Carnage.
Yeah. Now I remember. I remember now. I was like,
Die, Spider-Man.
that's so familiar. Why is that so familiar? Because I spent like 50 hours playing that
'Cause you
fucking
couldn't-
game.
you died to
And
that boss
died
100
so many
times.
times, and he just said it
Because
over and over.
it's a boss fight where you fight him, and then it's one of those fights like Indiana Jones style where you're just running away from the screen, so
Yeah.
you can't see what you're fucking running towards.
Yeah.
So you keep having to do it so you don't hit shit. It was awful,
That's
but
annoying.
It's terrible. It's
the
so
rest of
bad.
the game was really good. But that final boss fight was like put there as like a fuck you.
Yeah.
Like you're not finishing this game yet, son.
Oh, hey, did you get to the last part of our game? Did you enjoy the game? Here, have some shit.
And
Wait,
then
who did that?
over and over again, it was just dry Spider-Man, dry.
Yeah, I remember now.
Some didn't like Sony make some game where like they made a boss actually impossible.
There's a couple of those. I think JonTron did a video on it recently of like games
Forget
that
what it was.
ran out of like these are old ass games, but they ran out of funding, so they made parts of a game impossible. Like a jump was just a little too far for it to
It
be
wasn't that,
possible.
it was a boss
Oh,
fight.
man. I gotta look that
But
back.
you,
That
you had a
sucks.
couple of them, but that was one of the ones that I thought was the funniest.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's awful.
Yeah.
And then have you guys seen the trailer for Logan?
No,
Oh yeah, Old Man Logan.
It's just called Logan though.
Yeah, but it's about Old Man
It's
Logan.
about Old Man Logan.
no, Old Man Logan's gonna be the sequel.
This is apparently
No,
Hugh
I-
Jackman's last Wolverine movie.
I also
it?
think he's probably gonna die.
I don't know about that, but I'm really excited. I don't know. I don't really like the other Wolverine movies. Like they haven't
like some of them. Yeah,
I don't think they're okay. Like,
Yeah.
they're kind of like entertaining for what they are. But
I like
like
the first one because it got us
Days of
Deadpool,
Futures Past was
kinda.
really good, and that was like a Wolverine movie.
That wasn't
Or do you
a
mean
Wolverine.
like
I'm talking
a
about just Wolverine,
No,
like his
okay,
solo
yeah.
There's only been
movies.
I
two,
don't care
right?
about those.
yeah.
Yeah, the second one wasn't very good. Yeah.
I saw the second one over Christmas
Mm-hmm.
break for the first time actually, and I was like, well, it's
It's
like
okay.
kind of entertaining because it's like some fighting, whatever, just
Yeah.
like action movie. But this movie looks cool. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's just the trailer is really good.
Well, when the
But
trailer, came out, I thought it was going to
cool.
be like an old westy sort of movie. I didn't even know what it was when I first saw
it
the
doesn't
trailer.
feel like the
and then
other-
it was like
what the ones did.
claws, and I was like, "Wait, is this Wolverine? Like what?"
And like Old Man Logan, like that comic series is, I think,
I
it's
haven't
pretty
read
cool.
it, but yeah, I've heard of it. It sounds pretty cool.
If that's what they're basing it off
Yeah.
of, I'm sure some of it is similar.
It does
I
make
don't
me
want to say
sad that
too much.
Hugh Jackman will no longer be Wolverine. Hopefully,
I mean, I don't know.
hopefully they'll pour more money on him.
Well,
'cause-
hopefully we can let it breathe for a few years before they throw someone else at the role.
yeah, no, I don't want anyone. I
Yeah.
don't want to ever see anyone else as Wolverine.
He is really good.
He
was-
is Wolverine.
He is Wolverine to me now.
He
yeah.
is Wolverine. There is no
Absolutely.
other Wolverine. There will never be. When it passes back into Marvel's hands, I'll allow it. But until then, there is no other Wolverine.
There's only Jackman.
There's only Hugh Jackman and his claw.
Oatmeal Jack.
Oatmeal Jackson. Weird.
But that's
inside
all I
reference.
got to say, I guess, on
Yeah.
the stuff.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's been a good podcast.
See you next time.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
been a terrible 2016, but
2017
2017
was fine.
New games, new games, new stuff, and we got a podcast to talk about it all now. That's new. Best podcast of 2016.
Oh, easily good.
Good
podcast.
Alchemy podcast. Yeah.
Easily.
I agree.
Bye.
Later. Pretty well. Pretty good.
It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Holy shit.
Really? Wow. Yeah.
Holy fucking balls.
Well, we just
That's a
kept
lot
talking.
of dick.